You have 2 Snoop Dogg? 3?
I have 4, bitch.
4? Where'd you get 4?
They send one to me every goddamn time I
They're
order
super
Corona.
out of them.
No, each one of them says collector's edition on it. I'm not buying it. I think
You're the only
whoever
collector.
works there, either no one orders Corona in my area, or the guy knows me.
It's like
he's just like wants to hook me up.
Those are gonna be worth like more than Bitcoin one day.
People are
One
selling
day,
for like
yeah.
$100 on eBay. That's $400 for free.
who's
paying that much money for a Corona Snoop Dogg
I mean,
memorabilia?
it's the asking price. No one's bought them. But
Yeah,
it's what the going rate seems to be for
but
people that are
stupid
dreamers.
assholes like Boob that
Yeah.
would think it's worth a lot.
It looks like I pissed myself like daily. Well, not daily. This is a weekly occurrence that the. Dude, you got the rings too? Man, you're really leaning. You got the fedora, the rings, the Snoop Dogg.
I've got
Leaning
my
into this
Arnold
hard.
Palmer quarter zip.
He
Yeah.
dresses like a 60-year-old Italian guy at the horse
I
race,
respect it. I
at
respect
the
the
horse
dress.
track.
I forgot my cigarettes, but well, I thought we were getting therapy, so it's like,
Oh yeah. Hold on.
dress
Okay,
like
Rapport
that.
building, dude.
I know
This
it's
is
gonna
rapport
be a
building.
fucking cold open with us. Like, Stalt's got to leave everything that's already happened in this.
Yeah, and the clap.
Oh
yeah. It's supposed to be edited. I don't know if there's any editing that's done because he doesn't cut anything away from those files we give him. But
He just complains when somebody forgets something.
Yeah.
Completely harmless.
It just ridicules Brian for a simple mistake anyone can make.
Yeah, anyone could have forgotten their audio. All right, fuck.
anyways,
The one thing we need to record, anyone could have.
For
know I
50
have. God
episodes in a
knows I
row, and we
have,
only
yeah.
just noticed. God damn it, man. Ugh. But problem's been rectified.
Oh, shit, wait, I haven't started recording yet. I'm joking.
do you want to do like a introduction?
Yeah, I think that'd be swell.
Okay. Hold on. Let me find.
You're the fucking guy.
I know. No. I'm not
Welcome to the
asking anybody
forehead
else to do it.
fables.
I was gonna look for.
Name's Antoni, by the way.
I have like a whole
Episode,
folder of issues here.
something.
But hold on. I just want to see how many are in there.
It's been so long since we
Issues?
talked
A
to
folder of
Antoni.
issues?
Yeah.
It has been a while, I know. I have like facial hair. Time has passed.
Yeah.
I was gonna
think
notice, yeah, you
same
look
type
like
of
you have a
hat,
beard
different
now.
style, or different,
Okay.
same style, different hat.
Has it been like over a year
Yeah.
since you were last on?
Yeah, it's been like a year and a half.
14
geez.
days, 20 hours.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
he said he
it's-
wasn't gonna shave in a single day until,
Until
he
he
was
gets
back
back on
so-
there and fixes some more people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried not shaving the whole pandemic, but when the beard got down to here, it was too much, and I shaved it off.
Oh yeah.
he quit.
Thanks, D'Antoni. Last time you came on, you falsely diagnosed me with autism. My parents sent me to a summer camp. So I was in
I
a
think you
freak
need to
show.
roll back the tape
I was in
there.
a loony bin for about 4 months. So
Still, can
Thanks
we
for
get like a
that.
timeline, like a
Yeah.
previously on, and show that that's not true?
No, Poop is gonna sue you.
He
And
said,
you are
I
gonna
remember
lose
you
everything.
declared he was on the spectrum.
and my
And,
parents watched
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
And they still technically have full. They own me because.
Well,
of
that
my
was your
autism,
first
because
mistake. Was
my
probably
parents-
letting your parents watch your podcast. That was probably
Yeah.
the first mistake.
Fine.
As soon as Poop
Anyway,
was
I wanna move
diagnosed
past that.
officially,
So that's why I
Sam
brought
cut
it
his
up.
pay from 100K to a million.
Yeah.
He cut it down from a
Yeah,
million
100K
to
to a million.
100K a year. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
What's that mean? Brian's bad at math.
That's a huge.
What
That's
is
a
that? Diagnosed with something.
You get diagnosed. He thinks less of you, so he gives you less money. That's horrible. I know, but Jesus Christ,
What episode is this? Do you have any idea?
This is a great
I'm fucking
start.
high as shit.
Probably
I'm
about
sorry.
past time for my goddamn Versace watch. But
It is.
When was that promise?
That was
promised, like,
supposed-
episodes?
I think that was supposed to be in the middle of September.
That's like what, like
That's
a week
now.
ago.
I like looked at it. I was like, that's fucking right now. We've been
Oh.
planning for the whole TwitchCon thing, so I forgot
yeah.
all that. Yeah.
wait.
yeah.
What is the? I don't even remember. What's the Versace watch thing?
Apparently,
I can't
a
remember.
long time ago, we agreed to get Versace
Apparently.
watches
I
or
should have
something.
got this shit in writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what exactly happened? It's probably
well,
recorded,
I can't
right?
even find that watch anymore on Amazon. So I'd take I'd take anything of equal value. I think it was like $8,000.
Each.
It's like $500. We should probably just get some turtlenecks and chains or something. We've talked about that, doing a switch. I I just think it'd be really big of Sam to, kind of commemorate our progress here, our time. Some sort of
You all have built an empire, I keep being told that I am part of the Samverse. So, like, apparently you all have constructed some sort of universe where everyone that's, like, orbiting General Sam.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, I don't like the name of that.
I don't either. It feels degrading. I don't like that either.
Like there's a more creative way to label that. And also, I'd never want to be in some.
Nah, that seems very like.
That seems like it's a thinly veiled fat joke.
Can I say that?
Ooh, I never thought about that.
Like you're in my orbit, not a against your own will.
Big.
Yeah,
like it's not a moon, it's a battle station.
Pull. Fat bitch. That's kind of what they're saying. You dumb fat bitch. You are huge, and your head's awesome in the sense of being awe-striking. This is episode 14. Somewhere around there.
Okay, I know we have done like
yeah. There's where's the
start.
Intro?
I know.
Yeah.
I do want to go get a drink really quick. I emptied it out.
All
right, then we'll go back. Anyways, this is like episode like 65 or something like that.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why
It's in
is
the
there a watch
70s.
coming on 65?
Oh, it was 50 episodes together. So you did like a year episode.
okay.
We're probably on like 76.
Or episode 76.
Yeah,
Forehead
probably.
Fables podcast. We had Mr. Don Tony, therapist, on like a year and a half ago, and now ravaged by time, he has come back. It's only been a year and a half for us. For him, it looks like it's. I swear to God,
10
Bizzle,
years.
he's calling us in the middle of this.
That son of a bitch.
Right in the middle of the intro. Someone chastise him.
Or we're gonna have to start the intro for a seventh
He
time.
can't even let me have like an intro, Damn.
Yeah, what the hell? Anyways, Don Tony came back on. He said your audience needs to be helped. They've
That
gone
and
down.
I'm getting really tired of people coming in my stream constantly asking, when are you gonna go back on the Forehead Fables? When is that happening? So
Well,
Here we go.
I
What do you have
asked
to
the
say to those
people.
people?
I asked the people, and they sent in their issues for you
Oh,
to
you whistled.
go through.
cool.
But you're not going to get paid for this.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so you're basically doing your regular job,
Yeah.
Fuck.
but like a lot more issues in a much more condensed time. It's like doing like 4 days worth of work
It's like speed
in
therapy.
like an
or
hour and a
something.
half. Yeah.
So
And-
disclaimer,
Potential
like we said
school
last
shooters and
time,
stuff.
this isn't really therapy.
Stall, cut this out
This
real
is-
quick.
this
Whatever
is-
he's
yeah,
about to
yeah.
say.
Is it really therapy?
Splice it so it's like this is therapy and you are officially
I
being
am a
therapized.
doctor.
I don't know.
I have
I'm also
my
not a
PhD.
doctor.
official-
Masters,
Now you can cut
my
it. Make him
license.
say it.
I'm a licensed doctor and everything I say is word.
Yeah, ransom note his fucking voice so he just says like,
Yeah.
I am a doctor. Do what I say verbatim. Yep. Yeah, he's doing that. There you go.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
doing the
there you
little
go.
doll mouth and everything for us. Yeah,
good to
slip
go
all
now.
that in there so it's basically just a sealed deal and he can be. The hell you? Oh, it's that burger. I thought you had like a weird cookie or something like that. I was like,
No.
damn, you didn't bring enough for the class.
Sorry.
You
There was
don't
something
wanna
really.
burger?
I think I hit a bone or something. I hurt my teeth. But
In a burger?
I don't know.
You didn't
Fair
get
enough.
a bonus burger? Come on, man.
I don't know what the hell it is, dude. It was just on my door.
No.
But
Anyways,
anyway.
audience,
This is
I wouldn't.
episode
Yeah, this is episode like 70 or whatever. Forehead Fables
35.
podcast. I wouldn't
Just
really.
keep doing the intro.
This Don Tony character, I wouldn't really rely on his expertise too much. Last time he insisted that Poob was not autistic.
Yeah.
And then now look at how Poob is dressed since then.
Okay, well-
if we could get what Poob looked like a year and a half ago versus now.
He's going into a Snoop Dogg phase.
Like, because he took your diagnosis as law, man. He full on infallible. He's like, I can't be autistic.
Yeah.
To this day, I still stand by he's eccentric as hell. I don't think he's on the spectrum, though, but he's definitely eccentric with an eclectic mix of haberdashery and
Yeah, I
knickknacks.
showed him.
Wow.
Bad doctor.
Yeah.
And you said you're a real doctor and everything you say is fact.
I did say I'm a licensed therapist. That is true.
Okay.
What do you
But
mostly
anyway.
deal with? What's like the 99.9% of issues out there?
So, like, the top three that I deal with is depression, anxiety, anger management are the top three.
Jeez. Maybe we could use your services because things have been running a little hot around here lately. Sam, can you get off the fucking phone?
I got
while we're on the podcast.
Well, I was trying to find the questions that didn't.
Get off the fucking phone.
Wait, okay, so Poob.
No, I got people to write in questions.
You're making me nervous.
Okay, no, so Poob, how does this make you feel? Use an I statement. So say like, Sam, I feel blank when you blank.
Oh, this is the oldest trick in the book. This didn't work for me during couples
TV,
therapy. I'm not gonna fucking let it work on me now.
Not giving it his all.
Okay, so you feel like he's not giving it at all. Okay, and then Sam.
These are letters written from the audience. This is
I make pre-work. I do all the work.
This is the pre-work. I'm literally accessing extra work that I did.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, I got a question written in from Based Bastard.
I feel good now.
Why am I racist?
Why is he racist?
Yeah, that's a horribly phrased question. Why am I racist?
Okay.
Sam,
is there
you
like
could probably touch on this one more.
Yeah.
Is that all? Is there no more context? Is that all it says?
Guys, we need to put ourselves in the position of Based Bastard. All right.
Where's he from?
This might be easier for some of us more than others, but pretend that you are a racist. What would
put on Tony's square to the right of Poops, right?
Brian.
What?
No, I that's honestly that's all he wrote. Hold on, no, that's not a real one.
Why am I racist?
Yeah, why
that's
am I
not
racist?
a real one. That could have been a great opening question.
It could have been, right? No, I assume it's a real one. It's just the question of why am I racist?
There's not enough info.
But I think that's something that just cuts across all social classes and age groups. Not maybe genders. You think most people are racist? You think it's a pretty even distribution of people?
Most people?
Yeah.
Are you asking, are most people racist, or do you think it's like evenly distributed the percentage of people who are racist across class?
Do you think there's like a lot of
gender?
Yeah? You think it's just kind of like spreckled about?
We should get an anonymous poll.
You
of
do?
the entire world.
Yeah, you do.
You think most of the world's racist?
No, I think it's evenly distributed.
Yeah.
Like among rich, poor, male, female. Yeah.
Did you hear that, guys? An official doctor said racism is natural and pure. All right, it's everywhere. And it cannot be stopped. That's what he even said.
That is not what I said.
Aren't you in like Virginia or something like that?
I am.
Do you have to deal with a lot of that? A lot of that in your day to day.
I mean, do I deal with racism in the day to day?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, yeah, not like against you.
You mean like you?
Okay,
you
I was like,
are you ever just like in the middle of a session and some guy's just like, you know, just like that black guy was really stressing me out, and then I had my panic attack. You never had a lot of that?
No, so like where I live, it's like DC adjacent, so it's pretty diverse.
Arlington
where I grew
area?
Excuse me?
Live in like Arlington?
No.
Oh.
I'm not gonna dox myself, but I live in the Northern Virginia, DC adjacent.
What part of Arlington? By the big graveyard?
Yes, down King Street.
Okay.
No,
cool.
but so like, but where I grew up, very racist, and even where I live, there's a fuck Biden flag down the street. I can only assume that person's probably racist.
But you don't know
I made the other day I was playing. This is a great anecdote about if you assume someone's racist, they probably are. I was playing Call of Duty, and the VoIP, there's new VoIP. And I was on stream, and there's these guys that were like, "Hey man, like I'm Donnie Baker." Like they just sounded like the Bob and Tom. Like it sounded like a joke Southern accent. And at first I'm like, okay guys, like I gotta mute these guys. And I muted them. I'm like, what am I doing? I just assume because they sound like dumb rednecks that they're gonna be racist. Like, let's move past assumptions. And then I unmuted them. Within maybe 30 seconds, they said hard R. And it was because in intermission, I was like, yeah, like you other team, you guys stink. And they're like, nice job, Bob, but next time try calling them beep. And I was just like, wow, like instant. Always assume you're probably right. If they sound like that, probably racist. But yeah, so I'll probably be banned from Twitch for that. But good run.
Was you were live when that happened?
Yeah. And then I said, I made it a little worse because I went, if I outfrag this racist, this is for equality. But if he outfrags me, racism wins.
And
then he got like 20 kills. He's really good. Yeah, I got like 5.
Yeah, you're gonna get like a 3-week ban. You should have just had sex on stream, and it would have only been 7 days.
Yeah,
right. I should have just jerked off and shot it right in the camera. Probably be nothing.
Say open wide, fans.
Yeah.
Has there been an instance of a guy doing that? And not.
No, there was the sex girl, the girl sex.
You could
Yeah,
be
but like I want to
Sam,
see.
Like a
Like
guy
they
stomps
say
the
like,
lambs
oh,
and
like
jerk off,
they
like,
only banned her for 7 days. Like that's bullshit. That's preferential treatment. I'm like, well, I want to see the equivalent for a dude. I want to see a dude like.
Someone's got to test it out then.
For science, it's for science.
Yeah.
whip out
Didn't
their
that guy
hog.
Darkside Phil whack off under his desk?
Yeah.
I remember that. That was pretty funny. Did he get banned?
Quit your stream. Why are you jerking off on
Probably.
stream?
I don't think he realized he was streaming, but he just kind of like leaned back and did the most pathetic like.
It was
Master-
like 10 seconds.
No, it was just like, dude, it's self-love. Like, get into it, some. He was just like very calmly, just under his desk, and then just went like, oh, and then got up and went on to his day. It was
Probably
very
should
strange.
touch this time on your and Brian's like porn addictions at some point, but we can save that for later.
No, let's go over the fans' problem.
let's
So
go
we
to the
got
fan
him.
problems.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the
let's
racist
like-
dude is probably racist because he's ignorant. Next, we can move on to the.
Okay, yeah. So to answer the based Brandon guy or whatever his name was,
Probably just ignorance.
you're
or-
just dumb as shit. I think is what
Yeah.
Don Tony is saying.
I think most
He's
racism
saying-
comes from ignorance and not being exposed to different people
And
and
by
different
ignorance,
cultures.
do you mean like mentally, like developmentally disabled, or do you mean like just
No,
not
no,
knowing a
no.
lot?
Not
Like,
knowing
is there
a
any
lot.
helping this guy, or is he just broken?
He needs to just like go into any major city and just like
Get ran over
out there.
into the traffic?
no, I'm saying
Oh.
meet different people who don't look like you and have different cultures and backgrounds.
And do what to him?
Say hi.
Oh, okay. I thought
Avoid
you- I
racist
thought you
slurs.
were-
Say hey fellow
Oh.
human, how are you?
I thought you meant like
Exercising your amendments? Is that what you're going to say?
No, don't do that.
go into the
That's
major
right.
cities and tell those people what they mean to you.
I'm just saying, like, he's probably they're probably from a rural area where it's
Yeah.
primarily just white people. I'm assuming he's white. I mean, he seems young to use the words like based. I don't even know what that means.
It
What is-
used to
what is
mean
based?
cool, I think, and now it means racist. Is what Poob told me. Poob's my my access to the youth.
He is the link.
You
Yeah,
have
he's like
never
our
asked me
little pocket
once what a
dictionary,
term
urban
means.
dictionary.
No, that's what I remember. You told me that like a year ago.
Isn't
Yeah.
Poob? Aren't you almost too old to be like his
Yep.
like access to the
He's
youth?
wearing a fedora now. What do you think?
Look at me, I'm a grown ass man.
You live in an antique store. I mean, I feel like you're one of me now, man. You're
Also-
closer to me than you are to them in age now.
That's can't be true, but also
Look at that stash.
Don Tony, you have to understand almost everything Sam says is a lie. So of course I've never explained to him hip terms.
Yes, you have. You're my go-to access point for
yeah.
hip shit. I always asked you, but I remember now,
And
like
I'm always way off base.
you were
yeah.
super kind of defensive
That's not
there
based.
about the whole like you're
Jive,
too old
yeah.
for stuff thing. Because I remember you also got kind of defensive when I said you're getting to that point now. It's creepy if you go to a college bar.
You've
shit,
now brought
man.
this up twice today where you said I'm getting defensive about it. Earlier on stream, you're like, what? Because I'm 7 years older, my memory doesn't work? Like, I never said you were 7 years older than me. No, I don't go to college bars. I've just turned 24 like a couple months ago. I'm getting to that point in my life. I drink a stout. I sit at a bar stool. I get a table when I go to a place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
classy
drink
as hell.
bourbon.
Oh, long defense for someone that's not defensive. I also have a written in one from Jezza here. This is a kind of a long one, but this is a much more cultured person than that
Oh, yes.
Okay.
the last guy.
Aren't I racist?
Yeah.
This is a complete opposite of the last one.
Why am I not more racist?
No, Jezza wrote in basically my pet rat, Charles the King of the West, cool name for a rat, suffered a fatal trauma. That's not good. Suffered a fatal trauma to the brain from a picture frame containing a photo of my great uncle landing on his skull.
Oh my god.
Wait.
That's like so fucking
okay,
bad.
let me
That's
reread
Asian
it.
shit.
Yeah, back up. Yeah.
I didn't
Basically,
catch any of that.
my pet rat, Charles the King of the West, suffered a fatal trauma to the brain from a picture frame containing a photo of my great uncle landing on his skull.
Should have just probably
What does
exploded
he
its
want
head.
with
My
this?
brother's pet cat then was found eating parts of the dead rat. And I got...
so he's cleaning it for
Yeah,
you.
he-
Problems. That sounds...
Well, he got mad and he kicked the cat away from Charles and unintentionally caused damage to the vertebrae in his spine.
Jesus Christ.
And now his back legs don't work. I have been feeling deeply depressed since the incident,
my
both for
God.
Charles' untimely death and for the damage I caused to my brother's cat. How can I cope with what I've done?
Wait, you kicked the cat?
Any
I thought
help
the
is
brother got
appreciated.
kicked.
No,
Oh.
he kicked the cat. This Jezza guy.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Well, you
Oh
gotta
my
build him
God.
a wheelchair first of all. You gotta
Yeah,
fix
you
it.
have to get
All
like a little
right.
cat wheelchair or something like that for
Yeah.
sure.
Look at one of them. Like,
Don't
these
cheap
ones
out.
you see on TikTok. You know,
Not
Get a
like the
fancy-
little wheels with the cradle. I want like a full-on Stephen Hawking.
Oh yeah, no, you
like
owe him your
electric-
life. You know, you owe this cat
Xavier.
everything.
Yeah, that was a. You know, I feel people. You correct me if I'm wrong, but if you get like snap rage and stuff like that, does that affect like normal people of normal intelligence? Is that something that's evenly distributed? Like, can smart people have fits of rage like that? Like, go cat and kick it immediately?
I mean, probably. So I'm wondering, do you think it was a fit of rage, or do you think they were like freaked out and just, you know, first instinct was get the cat away from King Charles?
like
What the hell is the rat's name?
I
King
think
Charles?
if there's- Yeah, I don't know.
King Charles got beheaded.
Like
bro.
King Charles
so
of the
what
West-
you
of the
just
West.
you have a rat loose in the house anyway, to the point where a picture frame can hit it, and you have a cat loose in it. Like, have you ever seen Tom and Jerry? I'm just confused. Like, you were expecting this cat to never try to eat the rat.
Well, okay, first of all, the cat it had to wait until the picture frame did all the work for it. It's not like it was maybe there was a
It's not an ace hunter.
And then this guy decided to kick a cat so hard it paralyzed it.
yeah,
So, I
that's
mean-
my thing is like if your
Yeah.
snap decision in any situation is to spine snap a cat, then come on, you
And
can't be all
you're
there.
a listener of this podcast, like you're probably not strong.
You're probably
unless
retarded.
You have
Yeah.
a certain
Not
type
good.
of strength, but like, okay, honestly, you should probably just be put down or something. I don't know.
Well, so okay, I'm gonna take this question like sincerely at like face value. So like my take on it is, you probably should feel bad for what you did. Like if I was to tell you, don't
It's a
feel
bad
bad, it's
thing.
just I mean, you shouldn't be, you know, field goal kicking this cat to save the rat that was already skull crushed by your
Good.
great uncle. The story is ridiculous, but I'm sorry to hear this happen to you. But my advice would be, you know, make amends. You know, you should probably feel bad about what you did. I mean, some shit's not okay. You should probably feel bad, but you know,
How
it'll pass
unique
the
is
time.
the cat, too? Like, can you find a cat that looks just like it with working legs? Can you
Yeah,
replace
you
it?
replace it.
Be like, oh my god, it's just like a week-long paralysis.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Because
Do a little cat
they
swap.
all-
With that.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. Oh, it
this
must have
cat,
just
this cat
realigned its spine or something.
sits
in its
around
sleep.
and chases mice just like the last cat. You know,
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good
cat's
idea. I
got like
think-
one
yeah.
personality. Like, you might as well just exchange it.
Oh yeah,
That
let's
is
go on to the
terrible,
next
though.
question. That's perfect. That's perfect.
That is terrible.
That's
Yeah.
resolved.
Yeah,
Move on.
these are pretty depressing. Some of them.
That is terrible.
That is
yeah.
awful to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I did not enjoy that. Are there any that are?
No, there's some more depressing ones. People don't go into a therapist and go like, "I got a real awesome story for you. This one's real uplifting."
I would just hope for less
true.
immediate racists and animal abusers. But
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I'm.
Well,
Yeah, that'd be
well,
good.
the-
we'll
yeah.
work past them.
These are questions from the audience.
well, to be fair, that guy probably just did a snap. Oh
Yeah,
Jesus!
it doesn't make it.
That's kind of what I
he
imagine
kicked him.
happened.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Who was that
But,
guy
you
that
know.
was in the Discord, Brian? And he freaked out and threw a cat on the ground and killed it.
Oh my God, the Grim.
Yes.
Oh my God, yeah. He grabbed it and it was clawing at him while he was grabbing it. Instead of letting go, he got pissed and like threw it down or some shit really hard.
You guys
and
know
it,
how to pick them.
died.
Yeah, I was about to say, Jesus.
This
Monkey
is one of those people that's
Like
like,
That's a guy we know.
Right.
not my friend, but like some of my friends don't really have any sort of
He's
criteria on who they consider a friend, and they'll talk to fucking anybody. And they had this
Well, I
guy
don't think
that
anyone
like
talks, so.
I had like one conversation with him, and I was like, "Is that guy like all there? Like, is there something wrong with this guy?" And then that
He's
happened.
just a normal cat killer. What's the big
No,
idea?
dude, this guy, you could tell he was a Lenny type of Mice and Men, and that was the situation. He was like, "Cat hurt!" And he
Then he
threw
should
it really
have
hard
a
on the ground.
George type to take care of him.
Which
That's what
is
it
where
sounded like.
the question came in about like, is that like a trait among really stupid people to just like snap into anger like that?
Possible?
No.
I mean, not that I'm fully aware of now.
You need to
I mean, I
do
feel
studies.
Like, I'm sure someone has. You think I need to do studies on
Yeah, that's how you
the
go
relationship
from
between developmental delays and anger and fits of rage?
That's how you get in the history books, dude. That's how you're gonna be remembered.
That's how Don Tony will be remembered.
Yeah, you want to be up there with Freud and
Name another.
the guy from Charles Jung.
Young is one. Yeah.
That's it.
all
Mine
you got?
guys.
That's all you got?
I
Brain
know
people? Yeah.
Sigmund Freud's nephew, Lucian Freud. He just had sex with a lot of minors and stuff. That's all I know.
I think his daughter was like Anna Freud, maybe, was his daughter.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Bet he had a weird relationship with her.
Probably.
Wait, there
I
was
know
some
what
guy
you- I
asking
know what
questions
you're
about
thinking.
whether or not Freud wanted to have sex with his own mom, but I think that was some other bullshit.
Definitely. I mean, where do you start thinking about that shit?
Okay, hold on.
The whole Oedipus thing. Yeah.
All right, get a good one, a real great one.
Oh, wait, no, that's Charles again with the pet rat.
Again, he kept sending it. He's like, "Oh, come on, man,
Yeah.
my fucking rat."
No,
Yeah,
it's the
from
same one.
Santora.
Same one.
Oh, okay,
I've been
okay.
skipping through them because a lot of them are like, this one's just really short. A lot of them are like this, like mental health question. Why can I only come to femboy/trap porn?
That's what you're into.
Yeah, that's just that you've conditioned you've watched too much porn is the problem. You've seen too much where it's like only the wildest, most rare combination of sexual parts and everything excites you anymore.
So I know what a
What-
femboy
what
is.
do
It's
you-
trap
what-
porn.
White tigers.
What are you two on these days?
Huh?
Ryan and Sam, what kind of crazy
Oh, we
porn
still
you
got a
guys
lot of audience questions.
Okay, yeah,
still.
yeah, move past
We'll
it.
get. I'm sure we'll get
It's
to
a great
that.
one.
Yeah.
Too. You know what? I feel like I've actually calmed down with age. You know, it's more of a
Just
Calm
picture of boobs.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
back.
just breasts.
I don't even
breasts
enlarge it.
on
I keep it
Google.
at thumbnail size.
I really like squinting.
Yeah. Nah, I lean back. I just like a general couple pixels of nipple and I'm good.
Yeah, oh, I can see that it's brown. It's a little bit browner there.
Yeah.
so
Over the
it's
nipples
a
with
nipple.
my
It's
hand.
the color transition
Yeah.
from regular flesh tone to nipple. That's the excitement.
What
it
is
doesn't need to be
regular
HD.
flesh
Just
tone?
that line, yeah. It's just a pixel.
What
change.
is regular flesh tone? What's
Oh, just
normal
like the
flesh
like
tone?
Depends on
like-
the, it's the
like
depends
the
on
full
the,
color of like
the genre,
human
really.
flesh, and then to the darker nipple,
Oh, just
unless
like
they
normal.
yeah, like normal.
It's a regular flesh tone. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
This one. Here's one of those buzzwords that keeps going around.
All right,
Yes.
here we go.
Based.
Does he have any advice for dealing with imposter syndrome? I feel like these are like
Is that
actually
really
do.
a buzzword?
yeah, it's like one
Yeah.
of
Why
those
is
things
it a
that I feel
buzzword?
like.
How often do you hear that?
I mean, when
I
I
see
was
it
an
all the
intern, I
time.
heard that
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
I feel like
mean,
it's
I see
probably
it all
been
the
a
time.
thing for
Yeah,
50
it's a
fucking
known
years
thing,
or
but it's
longer,
not
but
like-
I was saying, I just didn't really.
all of
feel
a
like-
sudden it just popped up into the into culture, I guess, and people pass it around. Now they're like, I have imposter syndrome. You know, same thing
Yeah.
with like the whole sleep paralysis thing and my sleep paralysis demon. Like everybody's like, I see it. I want to be part of the crew.
So you're insinuating people are
I've
making it
never
up
seen a
to
sleep
fit
paralysis
in with
demon.
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah. I don't think everybody that says they've had sleep paralysis has had sleep paralysis.
It's a weird thing to. I've had it. And it sucks. It's not fun.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's terrible.
Yeah.
I've had it, but I never seen no
Horrific.
demons. I just couldn't move.
I have it where I hear shit too, and like feel it. I don't like it. I
Yeah,
don't
but
like it.
your mind's all broken. Not normal like me and Brian.
Yeah, not like some sort of craved porn addict. But moving on, back to the guy.
So imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome.
So I actually have an answer. So I see this all the time, and like the real if I'm gonna give the too long don't read is that
it is a podcast, so you feel free to long and do read it.
No.
Okay, well fine.
Not long enough. Do read it.
Okay, fine. I'll give the quite long and do read. So really, chances are, like with imposter syndrome, you're in a position that you don't really feel like, one, you belong. People are going to find out that you don't really know what you're doing. You're incompetent, all that sort of stuff. Chances are, if you got in this position, you indeed do know what you're doing. For the most part, some people don't, but for the most part, you do. So what I advise people is, one, start making a list of the evidence to counter that argument, right? So if the premise is, I have no clue what I'm doing, I don't really belong here, or I faked my way into this, or someone's going to figure out I'm a fraud, start writing down the factual evidence against that. Like, I got a promotion at work, my supervisor says I do a good job, blah, 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 blah. And then you're going to want to turn that into affirmations that you'll repeat to yourself daily. Anytime the new evidence comes along, you'll add it to your list. And daily, over time, that should start rewiring the way you think about that. And poof.
What if you're in like an impossible situation, like you're like Dave Chappelle in the Ku Klux Klan skate?
Yeah,
he's not. I mean, it doesn't matter how many promotions he's gonna get. I mean, he's still gonna have imposter syndrome.
That's
you know
something
what I mean?
I think our audience member can relate to.
Yeah,
very similar situation.
Trying to put into a term that they could
He doesn't
understand.
have imposter syndrome at all. He's very confident in his position there. It's like reverse imposter syndrome.
Yeah, he's just delusional.
Really?
Yeah.
Brian.
Well, he's not really delusional. He's like blind, right? Am I remembering that correctly? It's the black white supremacist.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
So
a good
you should
skit.
just get new eyes or something.
There you go. That solves the problem.
Yeah, you can get like.
Do you have any advice for someone that is a genuine imposter and they're trying to keep faking it until they get to an even higher place?
Maybe fake it till you make it kind of thing. You know, if you say something with enough confidence, people will believe you. Like Don Tony's a therapist. No, I really am. But if you say things with enough
autistic.
Yeah, proves autistic. If you say something with enough confidence,
I'm joking.
People tend to believe you. Yeah.
Shut up. But
normal stuff.
Yeah, I don't have rage issues.
Yeah. Every day.
Normal stuff. Just I think be a
the
podcaster.
The takeaway from what Don Tony just said was, if you are a member of this audience, the guy that wrote this in, and you find yourself a high-ranking member of the KKK, you are not an imposter.
Think about your promotions. Think about all the stuff.
You
all the
earned that
places
position,
and all the things you did. Yeah, you belong there.
Yeah, you belong there.
They would have vetted you better if not. You know, you would have been weeded out.
You don't get to middle management of the KKK without earning that shit. And Don Tony's proud of you, is what he said.
Yeah, he says, hey, you know what? Shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
Hope you're...
Shoot for the stars. You're doing good work. Is what Don Tony said.
Yeah.
No, I think the guy is.
Well, surely
he finished his degree. And then
right. Yeah.
He finished his degree and got a job in IT.
Fables, everyone.
He's doing
Come
well.
on, it's
That's
a great
what it was.
experience.
Yeah. No, this is. Huh?
He's 19.
No, I said he got a degree and then he got a job in IT and he's just doing really well. And he's like, how the hell well, you got a degree, first of all.
Well, trust me, dude, I get it. I was the top software engineer at a Fortune 500 company, and I didn't think I deserved to be there, and I didn't. And I got out while I could.
Wait, so why didn't you deserve to be there?
And I saw it out and I left.
I was confused all the time, and everyone around me was smarter than me about the topics. And also, genuinely, a real reason why I had imposter syndrome. I was an imposter. But I genuinely went to the internship applying for a different position. And then they were like, why don't you just give it a try, see if you like it for a summer? And then I got there and everyone there was like hardcore computer science majors from really good schools, and I just somehow like schmoozed my way. I'm just good at talking to. See,
I think this speaks to like a big issue, right? So like you basically said everyone there was smarter than me, and everyone knew more than me, is what you said.
Oh, not everyone, but my circle, yeah.
Sure. Okay. I think like one thing that a lot of people, my generation and younger, don't realize is a lot of the stuff that you learn, it's experiential on the job. Like when you get hired there, you're not supposed to know as much as someone who's been there 10, 15 years.
I didn't emphasize that enough. I also didn't learn while I was there the whole summer. I kind of stayed at my baseline level and then was still offered a job. And then I went,
if I remember correctly, there was even a blind guy there that was better at coding than you.
Oh, there was a lot of blind guys there. They're actually incredibly capable of coding, which I did not know before that summer. And yeah, they're somehow they can somehow type fucking million miles an hour. I think they can read. Well, they can probably think better than me. I don't even really know.
They're basically like people.
It's like Daredevil. It's like they're more than their condition. And they're also better than me. Do you think any
of them were vigilantes, or do you think they were just like coding people?
No.
Any of them have like any like calluses on their knuckles or anything?
Like Daredevil, you look at him and his eyes aren't all scary.
Yeah,
a lot of these guys just didn't have eyes or something, or
they just aren't looking back at you.
Yeah, or they were just like their hands were softer than mine. I'm like, okay.
They're soft.
How do you know their hands were softer than yours?
You shake a hand, you don't feel for callus with your fingers on the way out. Check for vigilantism. Make sure.
No, I checked for the grip. I want to make sure they're not a communist. So
well,
I checked for like the strength of grip.
People's hands also that summer. I would go in because they can't tell I'm going in with a fucking double hand fucking crash.
Yeah.
So I just like squeeze the shit out of their hands. They're like, "Damn, you're strong." I'm like, "Yeah, my name's Mark. I'm in accounting." And then I'd run away, and then I'd come back as me. There was one time where I was in the bathroom. I think I was shitting in the handicapped stall, and I just like had to walk out past the guy, and he was like,
and he was staring at you.
I just didn't say a word. I just like.
He even say sorry.
The blind guy? He was trying to get a verbal confirmation of who you were. You didn't say shit. You ghosted.
At least like,
what if he fucking memorized what your shit smelled like, and next time you went to go shit, he picks it up like a bloodhound and goes, "Who are you? I recognize that shit smell. You're the guy that you say in the gas stall."
He was like, "I know someone's in here," and I was like, I held my breath, and as I ran out, he got a couple strands of hair. Smell them. Fuck. I just started wearing a wig after that day. I cut my hair and wore a wig. Boss is like, Jesus Christ, what happened to you?
Yeah, maybe you didn't belong in that job. Yeah, maybe that was the right call. Maybe you really didn't belong there.
In the corporate world, don't even act like you wouldn't have.
I love that you've been sitting in his.
It's
God,
who's the little intern from The Office that has like a meteoric rise of success? He becomes a CEO, and then he immediately
Ryan.
Yeah,
Ryan,
that's Poob's like corporate world. I think line for me is I feel like he would get in at like intern, quickly get a starting position, and then like schmooze his way up to CEO, and then the shareholders would kick him out like 6 months later.
Yeah, like what the fuck is this guy talking about? Well, you see, it's actually pretty complicated what's going on here.
Yeah. Here is a question about therapy question. Does DMT or LSD help rewire a patient's brain? And if they have symptoms relating to depression? If so, could microdosing and talking to a therapist help make positive changes?
So I've heard of microdosing mushrooms. I'm not up to date on like the literature if this is a best practice. I also know that microdosing ketamine, there's a bunch of clinics around DC now that are doing treatment for depression with ketamine. LSD, I'm not so sure about. What was the other one they said? DMT? Was that the other drug that they mentioned?
Yeah,
I'm not 100%. I'm not so sure about those two. I have heard about the mushrooms microdosing it.
I've been macrodosing ketamine. It's been making me not feel sad or
You're too knocked out to be
anything.
depressed.
Yeah, I don't really feel much. I just go into something called, the kids are calling it, Sam, a K-hole.
Whoa!
And I 20 minutes later, I kind of wake up somewhere else, and
your butt hurts.
And it's my thoughts are not sad.
I think we talked about this like a couple months ago. It was after we got back from the hiking trip. Me and Don Tony did a stream together just for a little bit, and we were talking about microdosing shrooms, because after I took shrooms on the hiking trip, it like reset my fucking mind, and I had like a different weird positive outlook on life. Wore off super quick though. Went right back.
You don't seem more positive. But
I fucking gone. That mentality was out the window. But for a little bit, Loved you guys, man. I
it
loved
was
you
very
guys.
But I saw that video.
Yeah.
That was not a microdose. I saw that video. of
No,
yours.
no,
That was not a microdose.
I'm saying like, but the experience definitely was like a positive one in my life.
Yeah.
You know what's weird though is I have never had anxiety in my fucking life, and after I had those mushrooms, dude, I have had it since then.
I feel like you've described having anxiety
man.
before, like multiple times. You're like, it's not anxiety,
He
but
just
like my
doesn't
heart
explain it.
races, and like
And
I
my
get really
stomach
sweaty.
feels like it's right here.
Yeah.
I get like very nervous.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
it's
say,
not
what are your
anxiety.
symptoms of anxiety that you're having?
Too high in public.
Yeah,
No,
well, it
that
is.
was after the hike. That was after the fucking hike. I have only had this shit after the hike. I swear to God, I did not get.
Have you had it sober though, like stone cold sober?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'll just wake up in the morning and I'll be like, oh, like it'll just my
You are
stomach
getting-
will be like up here.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Are there any thoughts associated with it?
No, there's no just. I'm like, the house isn't burning down. The locks are all locked. Like, I've done plenty of work today or yesterday. You know, there's nothing.
The kids are, the wife's there. You know, it's
yeah.
like, there's nothing out of the blue.
The gun's not calling me. You know, I got nothing. No, like that's the weird part. There's no source, and I'm like it. And then my my stepfather. He told me, he's like, I took shrooms one time and I had a horrible experience. And then since then, I had this weird, like, paranoia, like, anxiety thing. And I was like, that's fucking odd because mine only popped up after I did shrooms.
You need to do even more next time.
I think I need to start microdosing to get rid of it.
So
Yeah, like a
mushrooms
Three
can do
Stooges thing, just smack it back into place.
Yeah.
mushrooms can do weird shit like that. So when I was in high school, there was a buddy of mine. We were out in the woods. Anyway, he took some mushrooms and he was never the same again. Like he had a full psychotic episode, ended up getting arrested by the police, attacked us. We had to like fight him off and run to the car.
While you're on
Yeah,
shrooms.
I
Biz
drive
didn't
away.
warn me about any of this
Yeah.
shit, by the way. Biz was just
No,
like,
Biz was
these
like,
things
no,
will
it's
change
good
your
bands,
life for
dude.
the better.
It
Will
can definitely
only
change
make
your
you
life.
happy.
Yeah.
You've inherited
Only
anxiety.
positive
Woo.
things.
Oh, I'm scared, Bizzle. I'm scared. Sam's gone crazy, and he's like, you're just overthinking it. I'm like, oh God.
He's stabbing
And then you walked in that tent, and I was going crazy.
Yeah.
I was in there out of my
Bizzle
fucking
came
mind.
up to
Doing
me
witch
and was
cackles
like,
and shit.
what should we do? And I'm like, you're the Sherpa. He's like,
Yeah.
but you got the Stetson on. I'm like, what's happening? And then I had to adopt this cool cowboy persona the rest of the night. I was just kind of cool, calm, collected.
Yeah.
Took control.
I've been having really bad burps ever since that shroom high. I've been more gaseous. I don't know if that's a side effect or maybe I'm
think
just
that is.
eating
It's
poorly.
I often go to a therapist whenever I'm really gaseous.
Gassy,
My
yeah.
tummy hurts so bad. Can you like work it
Don
out?
Tony, what's the what
You're a
causes
doctor.
that?
You
Been
just tell me
burping, been
why.
farting. What?
Yeah, no, that is speaking of aging. You know, aging gracefully, blah blah blah. I've noticed my farts are becoming more adult. I've noticed. Sometimes when a lot of times even when I get done peeing, I'll let out a like a little toot. And I'm thinking that's like maybe part. And my ass is still very much in play. It's very firm, very big, but it's I'm having more like my father's farts.
Yeah, it's just like
In smell or sound or
No, they don't
just-
really smell that bad. It's just like I'll just like let it rip in my bed, and it's just loud. And I've never been like a loud farter, but it's just like it's like maybe my ass is loosening. I don't know.
I thought you meant like the fart just kind of like falls
Your
out, like it's a
asshole's
limp
maturing.
handshake
Well,
of a
it's
fart.
like
it just
no, they're more like
yeah.
Don Tony. What is that?
Yeah, what's that? What's
Yeah.
that got to do with it?
It's-
Why are my
You know,
farts
I-
getting louder?
I'll have to consult my big
And
book
less
of
stinky.
farts and get back to you.
Okay.
You know, I don't have that answer on top of my
Well,
head.
why are farts always funny?
Always.
You never, no matter how old you get, farts are definitely always funny.
Psychology there.
But Sam, your anxiety. So like, is it every
yeah,
day?
an
Are there
important
are there ever any days where you don't wake up with that feeling?
Oh yeah.
What's different about those days?
No, I'm telling you, dude. I've tried to. I would like to think I'm a rational person, right, guys?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, yeah.
See, I signed their paycheck, so they have to agree.
Yes.
I'm a rational guy. I'm the most level-headed guy. You guys think of me as the voice of reason, right?
He's cool. He's calm. He's collected.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
No, I've tried to
Three
find
Cs.
links between like days that are bad or whatever. Nothing.
Andy ain't bad on the eyes. I neither. Sorry, boss. Go on.
It's okay. You can interrupt with things like that.
Okay.
No, I think it might be like I'm dreaming about something fucking wild or something, like a recurring nightmare, because it has no bearing to anything that's happening in my life. I don't want to brag, Doc. My life's pretty badass, all right? Like, Abby
makes, like,
does
a
a
shit
lot
ton of money.
She cooks like the best food. I get laid pretty often. Don't have to leave my house. I got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Nobody's sick.
Wait, that's not a positive.
I was going to say, is that a good thing having
That's
2
a good
kids?
thing.
or is
I
that-
tell you, here's a fucking
He's
weird
a
one.
family man.
We're doing reverse
Yeah.
therapy now. My fucking therapist
Yeah.
said that he
Thinks kids
doesn't
are
like
gross.
kids. Yeah, he's like, I hate kids. What
I don't
kind of
like kids.
human
Yeah.
being doesn't like kids?
One that's had to work with like kids
The
for
grand.
like
Look,
years
just because
and
you've had to
years,
work
seen
with
the
like the
worst of
kids
it.
from
The
the Omen and like
crazies.
Children of the
Yeah.
Corn and
Yeah.
The Donnies
Yeah.
from fucking.
you look in their
Orphanages,
eyes
you
and
know?
it's just evil looking back at you. You know, just because you've had to deal with those
Just
kids
I'm not
doesn't
joking. I've
mean
had
that
kids try
your
to
kids are
stab
going to be
me.
like that.
I've had kids try to like, throw chairs at me, try to
Yeah, but
piss on me.
You break their arm and
tried
that's
to
it.
piss
Good
on
right?
thing
you?
about a kid, you could probably beat the shit out of the kid.
Yeah, it's a
like,
kid.
come
Just
on,
fight
you're
him
way
back.
bigger than a
Well,
kid.
it was
yeah.
my first job. I was a
Throat chop
counselor at like a fully locked down court order facility. And I had to break up fights all the time. And like I had kids try to like stab me and stuff. And you have to restrain them. And it's
Well,
just
why
not
do you
fun.
give the kids knives if you don't want them?
No, it's like a
stabbing.
shiv,
Sure.
man. It's not a knife.
You
it's
ever?
a shiv.
Well, you ever
Oh.
just stab him? It's like, oh, he must have slipped a couple
Yeah,
of
do you
times. You know, and
guys
then
ever have kids
have
at your
them take 'em
school
away.
pull like knives on teachers or anything?
what?
Yeah,
Like,
you ever
I
like when
remember
they
my-
when
Have
they go to
you?
stab you,
Yeah.
you fucking
Yeah.
grab their hand and fucking crack it right
Yeah.
into their
Oh,
neck.
You do the secondhand line.
You ever
like,
kill a
Don't
kid?
hold it like that,
No,
man.
I've
Hold it
never-
like
I've
this.
never killed
You ever
one.
murder a child? No.
I remember on multiple occasions I had redneck kids pull out knives on teachers in class. I mean, they never killed a teacher or anything, and a kid never
Yeah,
got
Did,
stabbed.
okay. Teacher ever kill a kid?
No, well, one time the teacher blew a kid's head off with a shotgun, but
Yeah,
he didn't stab
He was
him.
ready for it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was like everyone knew I was going to end. He was down a hallway, and he
Yeah.
took
Yeah.
off at him. The teachers,
Are you serious?
no, but there were some knife.
I mean,
pulls.
Indiana's a wild ass place.
No,
I don't
no,
fucking know,
no.
man.
My school
serious?
didn't have armed teachers.
Yeah, no, really.
Teachers were only allowed to have like those big ass textbooks and shit. Is you
And
can
just throw
make
a
like
textbook
kind of
at
a
a
body
kid.
armor out of a bunch of
yeah.
textbooks. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I don't like kids. That is the truth. I've never had the like parental instinct of wanting to be a parent. I enjoy my like personal time too much. They're expensive.
Some people
Little
just
shit
aren't.
zippers.
Some people just
Yeah.
aren't kid people. I find myself I'm very indecisive, but I go back and forth from like I'd love to pass on
The girl he's dating at the
I've got
time.
like really good genes, so like I want to keep passing them on.
Yeah.
And like
Well, what if
stuff
they're not
like
your
that.
size?
Then
But,
I would want to pass them on even more.
Oh, okay.
Pass.
Somebody
They fit
who's-
perfect.
that's
I'm gonna
more
keep
inside-
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ, you're stupid as fuck.
Yeah, see, that,
What does that mean, Tony, when he says shit like
yeah.
that?
It's because he's a dad. He has the dad humor. He's
Yeah,
a dad.
yeah,
What do you
yeah.
expect?
You have
a
to. You
dad
have to
with
hit it
a-
when it
yeah.
pops up.
But also,
Yeah.
it's like
I respect it.
I got a dog, and it's like, oh man, I feel like my life's more limited now. I can't imagine with a kid and my
I think
parents.
dogs are more difficult than
They are. They're
people.
twice
Oh,
as
yeah, we
difficult
talked about
as a
this earlier
child.
on the podcast.
Yeah,
a lot more responsibility than a child.
Yeah.
Because a dog's
'cause-
always a dog. You know, a kid grows up eventually,
Yeah,
leaves you the fuck
dog's
alone.
always got dog brain. Kid one day
Yeah.
becomes person brain.
Yeah, but like a
Exactly.
kid, the responsibility is so much
No.
longer. The dog's gonna die before the kid is out of your
No.
house.
No,
This dog is, the doctor told me, 50, 60 years on that dog.
Yeah.
He is crazy. He's got your genes. He said, don't know how that happened, but yeah, the dog's
I feel bad for
got
that mom
little,
dog.
little tiny genes on him. But no, but seriously, I don't know. I'm not ready for kids anytime soon. I mean, look at me. You can just visually tell I'm not at that point in my life. But I'd like to think at some time I'll probably be old dad. I'll be the guy that's like dropping his kid off at school. My kid's like 5. I'm like, I don't know, 50 or something. Because I always, my parents were young when I was a kid. I always wanted to be young parent. It seems a lot more
You got to strike a middle ground. There's a time where it's like
30.
shit or get off the
Give
pot for
myself
sure.
6 years.
Yeah.
And
all
my
I know
wife
is
will be 50 at that time or something. So, I mean, as long as her eggs are still healthy, or I don't know, it works.
Dude, when you're in your 30s, that you start to get to the stinkers of the bunch there.
crazies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you hit like 40 or 50, this may be concerning for you. The chances increase of having like genetic disorders and autism spectrum disorder and different things like that.
Yeah.
The older you get,
You don't want to have
kids.
Lisa as a kid, do you? You know,
It's
her parents are old as shit.
Scammable kid. No.
Yeah, easily
Really?
scammable.
My kids will know about
Naive.
schemes and stuff though.
Possibly
Easily.
autistic.
Trees. Yeah.
But it's like my age range with me and my siblings is so wild because I said like my parents had me when they were young. Like I have an older brother, you know, and I have a way younger siblings, and luckily, knock on wood, none of them have had any developmental issues.
That's
You
some
know, they
serious
say though, if it's
commitment.
not
Like,
you, it's if it's there's three. The odds are 1 out of 3, and if it's not either of them.
oh.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the commitment. Yeah, I don't think. I think
Well,
they're
because like it's
probably
one thing to
all
want
accidents.
kids, and then it's another thing to go like, oh, I want to be a parent to young kids my entire fucking life.
Yeah.
Like they
I-
had a
I-
kid, and then like people that have the kids like 9 years apart. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
It's not planned. I don't.
Did they
think.
beat it
On
out of
any-
you the first time?
I don't think
Yeah.
on any occasion it was planned to have a child.
So your whole family is a bunch of accidents?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of most. I'd reckon a lot more people are accident. That used to be an insult when you're a kid, but it's like I guarantee a lot of fucking kids are.
My brother was
accidents.
called a happy
true.
accident, is what they called him.
Yeah, they
Well,
call
yeah.
him. Yeah, that's
It's like
a nice
a pleasant
spin on.
surprise. yeah.
Bob Ross
Yeah,
painting.
like-
Yeah, right.
Happy accident.
That's
Yeah.
why I say, oh, you were a gift
Like a
from God.
panic-inducing accident.
Yeah,
A life-changing
fuck, I
bank
can't
account
afford
Smiling
ruining.
panic, yeah.
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 Think of.
Hey, when
Luckily,
when
your brother's got you to look after him.
I
You
know,
guys-
right? When I was in utero, they did one of those chromosomal testing on me, and it came back that I had Down syndrome. And then my family had a
You
huge
beat it.
fight over whether or not to abort me. And everybody, all the super Christian people in my family wanted them to abort me, and my mom didn't want to.
So is it a false positive?
Yeah.
Something
Well,
like that. Yeah, I
it's up
guess.
in the air.
Clearly,
what
it's a
they
false
tell her,
positive.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm the most
Well-
handsome guy with Down syndrome ever.
Yeah,
I'm the
dude, if you
prototype.
start dating your own,
Yeah,
you'd be
I'm a
stud.
handsome Squidward
Dude.
Down syndrome version.
You're like,
No.
then yeah.
What a legacy to leave behind. They'll put you in a book, a science book somewhere.
A handsome Squidward with Down syndrome. This is the
No,
most
and Abby
attractive guy with
Wiley
Down
would be like,
syndrome
what
ever.
the
Guy in the
fuck?
category.
Yeah.
When Abby finds out, she's not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
No.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, to be honest.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. It answers a lot of questions. A
Yeah.
lot of cases closed. Yeah.
Yeah, so wrap up everything else you were
Abby's
gonna
just
ask
the
about me.
girl
That
equivalent,
solved it
yeah.
all.
Oh.
All right, let's get back to the dear viewer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. More.
Oh,
This
holy
this
shit,
person
yeah.
wrote in. This one's actually kind of a difficult one that a lot of people in our audience are going to be going through in the next
Okay.
couple years because of the oncoming recession.
So the-
Therapy
some of them are getting
question:
kicked.
how do I not stress about being poor? They say money can't buy happiness, but golly gee, being poor does not make me very happy either.
Yeah.
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 I
no,
love
money
that
doesn't
wealthy
buy
people go like,
happiness.
it doesn't buy happiness. It's like, dude, it gives
you,
me like,
bitch.
Well-
it brings me comfort.
It
maybe.
relieves a lot of stresses that
It does.
Yeah.
It does. But like, so where that comes from is they've done studies, and what it is that depression, rates of depression, it's the same throughout socioeconomic status, right? So there's the
Oh, like
same
racism.
prevalency. Yes.
yeah.
So there's the same prevalency among the rich people being depressed as poor. But I
Mm-hmm.
think money doesn't buy happiness, but it makes it easier to like you were saying, stress, right? Like it reduces a lot of stress, stuff like that.
Because before the podcast, I was really sad. Now I'm really happy. I'm more happy, and my taxes are a lot worse.
Yeah,
And
But could you?
Yeah,
but
then he
could you
feels
be
depressing.
happier because you have some fulfillment?
If I got a raise, I would be happier. Yes. Is
Some
that what you're asking
direction.
me?
Yeah.
That's good to bring up while Sam's here. Yes, if I got a raise, I'd be happier.
Yeah, extremely happy.
I'd be
yeah.
probably even more happy. So,
Same.
but yeah, where it's at right now, I'm probably not going to last another couple months. So, but Yeah.
I'm going to be dead.
Is that a threat or
That's a guy.
raise in 3 months or I kill myself?
Well, you're down to 2.5.
So what I'm hearing is, Sam, you will have an opening for a new co-host in a few months. I should circle back.
As a
in
therapist,
a few months.
though, did that seem like a credible threat? What he just said, or was that a joke?
I think it was a joke.
Oh, okay. You're not getting that fucking raise.
They always think it's.
I got the truth sayer here. This guy can tell.
You gotta prove him wrong.
Yeah.
You gotta prove him wrong, Poop.
Have you ever?
Oh man,
Don Tony, have you ever had someone in your in a session tell you something and you go, "That's bullshit."
And they does
Face.
it.
Yeah.
You ever face someone?
I have.
You
So,
just go,
like-
"You're full of shit."
Oh, no,
There's a
I'm
little
really quick
leprechaun
to call
inside
my
me.
clients out if I think they're lying to me or if they're full of shit. Yeah, I am.
Do you do it in like a, are you telling the truth right now, or do you just tell them to
yeah, do you
shut
have- do you
up?
have, like,
Are you
a
like a
catchphrase?
bad cop, or
You shut him down, yeah.
Yeah, the
You
catchphrase.
Judge Judy his ass.
Don
catchphrase?
says you're lying.
yeah, like what's your demeanor when you do it? Like, because there's a couple different ways to call someone out for lying. Are you are you like an investigator where you like pull out a pad and you go like, let's roll down the reasons why I think you're lying, or do you just go like, dude, are you fucking lying to me right now? Like, are you wasting my time, or are you more like cordial about it?
Are you
So
serious
it depends
right now?
it depends on the client and how and like the relationship I have with them. You know, if I'm really if there's a good relationship where I think they can take it, I'll just be blunt and be like, I think you're full of shit right now. Sometimes I'll use like deductive reasoning and Socratic method to get them to like admit they're lying just by going through like logic and the premises that won't add up. So clearly it's like, okay, yeah, you're right, I'm full of shit. Sometimes I'll make a joke about it and then they'll be like, okay, yeah. But when it comes to like suicidal ideation and statements and stuff, you gotta be a little more careful, liability and ethically. You don't want to be like, you're full of shit, and then the next day they go off and kill themselves.
Yeah, you don't want, so you're saying, Sam, you don't want to totally not believe me because
so,
you
like-
regret
he could do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we, we
Regret
look
it.
at like a couple
Hold
different
this
things.
podcast for 3 months. And if he's still alive, you release it.
In 2.5, I'm gonna be fucking just like, I'm just gonna be the worst looking I've ever been in my life. I'll be somehow poverty.
Yeah.
Just recording on this bus stop.
So it varies. I mean, it varies kind of thing. But like typically where I'm at now, most of my clients aren't going to lie about that stuff because, I mean, they're adults. They're paying money for this. They're not required to be there. When I worked with kids, a lot of the times they would be full of shit about a lot of stuff for attention or different other reasons or trying to get out of something.
How do children pay for therapy? They have like old
parents?
Oh, their
or
parents
insurance.
pay?
Piggy banks.
Yeah, or insurance, yeah. Or the
They
state.
don't have jobs or
If they
anything?
have Medicaid. I mean, some do, but not good with good insurance to pay for therapy.
So, I think I fully understand what Don Tony's saying here. He's saying, so you're not happy being poor. You're not, you're not necessarily going to be happy being rich, but you just need to grind harder and you need to work more. You need to start podcasting. You need to start streaming.
Yeah.
Take
But
all of your
this
life
is a
savings into
road-
streaming equipment.
This is a path to money, not a path to happiness. That Don Tony said there is no achievable happiness in this
you're
life.
doomed.
Change
Yes,
comes
you're
from
doomed.
within.
Yeah, when
That's
you
exactly
see
what I said.
other people that you think you perceive to be happy, those people have just made up a different face to disguise
With
their
money.
despair.
With money,
Yeah.
of course. And that's where money comes
My
in.
stepdad always used to tell me when he used to live in New York, and when homeless people would be like, spare change, he'd go, change comes from within, brother. And they'd be like, shut the fuck up, I'll fucking kill you.
Dude, I would be pissed off.
Yeah, sure, here's some change from within, and then he rips their heart out.
Yeah.
Cleans it, puts it back. Yeah.
That's horrible. But so to make sure I'm understanding the question correctly, so they're asking, because the recession is coming and I am poor, how can I be happy while being poor? Is that what they are asking?
No, you answered it. You said there is no happiness
no
here,
happiness.
dude. You're doomed.
That's,
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, life
things
is
called
pain.
happy pills, and they will make you forget.
Who was it that said life is pain? Some philosopher?
Nietzsche.
Was that him? Yeah,
I
or
don't
is that or did he say God is dead? I don't remember. Anyway, regardless. Yeah.
Jesus, Jesus
so like
wept. Even Jesus cried. That's
Jesus
in the
Oh, that's a
Bible.
great quote from
yeah, there you
Jesus
go.
Christ.
That's the answer to the question is even Jesus wept, man.
Jesus
Yeah.
wept.
We
hearing
all,
that.
we got
Suck it up,
epic
Buttercup.
highs and lows.
What I would really say, though, as far as like what really truly makes one happy in life, like if
I mean,
heroin and crack.
that could make one happy in life. That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
One could be happy from heroin and crack, I guess. Are you taking notes? Or are you?
well, no.
Yeah,
just
he
go
was
on.
waiting for the happiness truth bomb.
Goddamn, what makes you happy?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Answer to life.
It was
over here.
rhetorical. No, it's rhetorical. Like I'm saying, like is it really like the
my
numbers in your
God.
bank account? Like I've been happy and poor.
Are you saying we have to figure out for ourselves
Yes.
what makes us happy? You are the worst
yes.
therapist of all time. You are fired.
Yeah, how do you get a
I'm supposed to
refund?
come to you for answers. I'm supposed to be like, what makes me happy? And then you're supposed
And
to
then you give me
say,
homework.
What do you
Are you
think a
kidding?
therapist does?
I wrote
What do you
down
think a
happy
therapist
pill.
does?
yeah,
It's like a brain doctor.
Don Tony says, get the happy pills. Every doctor gives them out to people.
You
Yeah.
probably need Adderall. Try Adderall.
Your
Here-
brain
okay,
hurts.
so
Take
here's-
this pill.
So here's the dirty little secret about therapy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. 95% of the work the client does. The therapist is a guide. So to quote Fraser Crane, I'm Virgil to your Dante. So like we guide you through hell, but you're the one who does everything. We're a Sherpa. We're like a mental health Sherpa.
Like
We give a little
like
tips and tricks
Shroom
along the
Sherpa.
way, but most of it is your own work that you put in, your own insight that you come to, and we kind of guide you to this. So I would work with a client on finding what makes them happy. Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning, he believes that, you got to create your own meaning in life and purpose to get happiness and whatnot.
So I go to you for answers that you just ask me what the answer is, and then I tell it to you, and then you go, hey, this is that answer you just gave me. And then you give me an invoice.
About
I mean,
the journey.
it's
This is a
That's
bigger
what you're
scam
at.
than
You guys are
streaming and
grifters.
YouTube. Jesus
If we're
Christ.
gonna
Yeah, you
boil
guys
it,
are
if we're gonna
goddamn-
boil it down to an essence, yes. But I mean, it's
Oh.
more complicated than that, clearly, because there's theories and techniques and interventions. But really,
Sounds
you
like
do the majority
ransomware.
of the
You
work.
guys have the codes to our own brain.
Yeah.
You do the majority of the
You know?
work.
Come on, man.
That's the truth. Any therapist who says that they have the magic wand to cure everyone and it's all up to them,
Probably
they're
a
full of shit and they're
wizard,
lying
not
to
a
you.
therapist.
They do. It's called a prescription pad. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Just right.
Look at this magic pad right here.
Yeah, I can cure your problems with one word.
Lexapro.
Medication
That
can
does
be
sound like a
beneficial for many
badass
anyway.
spell.
Yeah.
5 inch
Abilify.
extended release. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one written in from a Josh. He said, how to
Oh,
deal
hey,
with
Josh?
a singular Josh. How to deal with the general mediocrity of the cycle of goals in life. Like you set out a goal for something, be it at work or personal goals, and then when you actually achieve it, it feels good for about a day. And then you get used to that achievement and you have to set a new goal or fall into a depression from being stagnant. Should I learn to be happy or just keep finding new things to strive for to distract myself?
I think he needs to work on what is he running from? What is he distracting himself from? And that's the key to the answer. It's not coming up with a new goal. It's figuring out what are you running from? What is this thing that you're distracting yourself from?
Probably alone time with his mind. I would think he's just like,
You know,
if you have nothing to,
AirPods.
yeah, I know what he's talking about a little bit though. Cause
Yeah,
like if
yeah.
I have nothing to do during the day, it fucking is the worst thing in the world. Like it just drives me up the wall. And
Yeah,
it
So
does.
you can't just sit there and just be in the moment and be present and just like exist in a space.
see.
You got to be doing something.
Yeah, I got to be tinkering, got to be drawing, got to be listening to music, got to be doing something.
What
Yeah.
happens if you do nothing? If you just exist in the moment in a space?
Oh, I go. Oh, what about the clickbait? I could be making GTA's Introable Buildings video. This video is gonna get millions, and I rush off to my lab and start green screening myself, saying really stupid jokes and stuff.
We've got the opposite problem. Sometimes I can sit in one place. 12 hours goes by, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
poop.
whatever.
Yeah.
Same here. Same
like
here.
what
Yeah.
just happened? And then
My
sometimes I do get
dream-
the
yeah.
hindsight, like, but then it's also like, you know, why does it matter? You know, if I've got a day to just sit around, I'm not going to beat myself over the head for sitting around.
You know what it
Right.
is? It's the looming work, like the looming weekend for me. Because I can't do any work
okay.
over the weekends because of the kids. They're just running around. Whoa! And so,
Yeah.
like, I'm constantly panicked. Like, I have X amount of hours before Friday at 5 p.m. comes. And so I'm like, I'm I'm working constantly.
He doesn't want to chill out. He just wants to do more work.
Yeah, I'm a little editing machine.
And I think that comes from the nature of your job. Like, I mean, me dabbling in content creation, I can only imagine how stressful it could be doing this full time. Like, it seems like feast or famine. It seems like random shit just interferes. It's and I'm only getting a little taste of it as being a hobbyist, a hobby content creator, not like a professional one. And I can imagine it being really stressful.
One of the harder jobs out
That's what I'm saying. Truly, like, I really do believe that. Like, it's not just sitting there playing video games. Like, it's much more than that.
It depends how you structure it, but yeah, you can work it super hard, or if you really do pay attention to how it's done and how to effectively do it, like min-max, you can definitely just hire an editor and like have a very specific video type.
You can game it a little. I've gotten that flack with my editor. They'll be like, dude, you really need to put the name of the game in the title, or like you need to put your own name in the tags. Like you need to, like, there's a lot of that shit where he's like, you know how much better Omid's engagement is because he does like these simple things, and he can like pre-check all this stuff, but it's like, I just want it to be funny for me. I'd rather it just be like, I go like, that's a stupid fucking name, I think that's funny, than like try to get a couple thousand more views. That also plays from my comfort from where I'm at, versus if I was trying to grind up in YouTube, you do kind of have to game it more to get views and stuff. So really, I'm saying nothing, and now I digress.
Thanks for the addition.
Yeah, that was.
But really, the point of that is, I went in a full circle, and there's nothing. So
I will add to this though, is that style of like your current community right now, you will enjoy it more at this level than what you'll enjoy at anything larger than this. You have a very niche, very dedicated community, and they're there not because of some viral sensation or anything that's happened, but like my channel, all of a sudden, like some video will do well, and I'll get like people trickling in from different little areas, and now it's there are people that also watch other people's channels, and it's just kind of like it's more of a cloud. It's more of a cloud of people, and your people are like
one streamer only.
Yeah,
you have mine.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like my community at like sub 100,000 subs was a much better community than now at a million.
Made friends with them.
All right, so I'll cut that out for the patrons.
Yeah, the patrons. Except for the patrons, amazing. I love them more than anybody else in my family.
No, those guys are awesome.
Yeah, they're the best.
And the general audience, I guess. But yeah,
now that I've heard all your weird emotional problems, you guys are awesome.
Yeah. Now that I know you guys
don't come over to my house and snap my dog's legs in half or whatever. Don't axe kick my dog's spine.
That dog just ate dog food. I'm gonna kick its head off.
Hey, wait, this is a good segue into the next one. This guy at Porterhouse, Don Tony question: what could make someone more susceptible to parasocial relationships? I really don't understand it. Sure, I like your content, but you and I don't know each other. I think that's to me.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't know me either. I mean, but I don't. Yeah.
But that is a good question. Like, what is the key? Like, what's the key demographic of people, or like, what should we aim for to strengthen
parasocial relationships?
Our grip and stranglehold on the minds of the viewers.
That's a great. Yeah, I would love to know more psychological tricks I can do, because I already
to manipulate them.
I want to have strings. My words, I want to be strings, and their body, I want to be
like, I care for you. Like, you're my best friend. Like, I say stuff like that to reinforce their parasocial relationships. How do I form new ones with a broader audience?
So I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not much of a social psychologist. I don't. My gut instinct is they're lonely. You need to target lonely individuals as my guess.
Lonely people.
Those who have trouble finding friendships that are more intimate and like legitimate.
Okay. So like orphans.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
The elderly.
Orphans.
Yeah. Orphanages and old people homes. Yes. That is your key demographic. I'm gonna tank your YouTube channel.
High school
That's the key
dropouts.
demographic. Old people.
Mentally insane homeless people.
Yeah.
Those are
Homeless
pretty lonely
people.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
I
I
need
don't
to
know
make
a
a
lot
weird
about-
hybrid between like that stealth camping guy's YouTube channel, because that tracks homeless people. They want to know how to stealth camp
How
and like how to stealth camp
In
and
a
have a
nursing
fun
home.
time at a nursing home. Yeah, like how to keep
And
from
get
stealth camp in a
adopted.
bingo hall or something. Yeah.
how to look
stealthily get
more
adopted.
appealing
How to
for
get
adoption.
Adopted.
How to be a 5-year-old but pass as a toddler so that I get adopted.
I'm
Stealth camping the
Tommy.
orphanage.
Yeah, stealth camping in the orphanage
Talk cuter.
as a happy old person.
Yeah,
So to be
ahead.
clear, and I'm going to sound super
Kick
ignorant here, but I'm fine with that. When we're talking parasocial, they literally feel like they're your friend, like someone who watches your Twitch stream is like, man, Poop and I are.
They don't feel like it. They are. By God, these are
they're
all
no,
my
they're
best
mine,
friends.
they're no.
Yeah, but
Yeah, come on,
current
they're your
day,
homies.
How lucky
But
am
you don't
I? A
actually know
million
that.
best friends. Did you know that?
I'm the most popular girl at the prom.
I'm the most social guy ever. I got all these friends. Abby says I don't have any friends because nobody ever comes over to the house. But I tell her, honey,
And
Look
my
at all
kids
the
are
scared.
mail
Million
they're
of 'em.
sending. Look at all the mail my friends are
thousands of
sending
friends
me.
of mine.
All over.
Look
It's
at
like
all
a million
this.
pen pals all over the world.
How many
I'm
of you
sorry.
got from your friends?
Does the guy with
Abby?
no friends have a pile of packages like this
Oh yeah,
from
come
their
on.
yeah
Friend gifts?
friend
My
gifts?
God.
Woo!
You know what? The most popular guy ever probably never got that many packages in a day.
Yeah,
Okay?
the most popular guy in the medieval ages or something.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
bet a
look at you with
king
all those
wouldn't have
packages.
Oh, it's
I
not the
have-
end.
Oh, that's a nice little. You got a
Oh.
nice little switch over for when
You got
it
all
is,
those
though.
packages. I have a mug full of pistachio.
And a
fucking-
bottle.
Oh,
cap.
that's
And
what
a bottle
your
cap,
that's what
yeah.
your
Speaking
viewers
of,
got
I'm
you.
gonna have to.
That's all they give me is, is a mug full of
They-
pistachio, whatever you call those shells, and yeah, a bottle cap. That's all I get.
Okay,
you
so
gotta eat the
super
fucking
loneliness.
pistachios.
That's what causes people
That's
to.
my guess. I
Yeah,
don't take
that's
that as
assumed.
like gospel, but that's my guess.
No,
I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't really know.
Why
To be honest.
COVID made a huge explosion in a lot of channels.
Yeah,
you
thank
People who are
God
like
for
socially
COVID.
awkward, have trouble like making intimate connections and face to face, so they find these ones that are far enough away they can't be hurt. Maybe I don't know. I mean, theorizing.
Play games like Minecraft.
I
and
found
Tarkov,
too though.
you know.
It's like you don't want to be too like, oh, I love you, you're my best friend to form these parasocial. You have to be like a real relationship. I'll yell at my viewers sometimes and I'll threaten them with
You'll get
violence.
mad at 'em.
Yeah, and then I go, oh, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry, baby. And then that kind
I'll
of
treat you right next
lulls
time.
them back in. Yeah, and it makes it feel more real.
So by
know.
real, you
Then
mean
it-
real toxic? Is that what you mean by real?
Well, it reminds them more
No,
of their
it's
relationships
authentic.
they've already experienced with maybe
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
parents or their before they were an orphan, their pre-parents or whatever.
It's the
See, what you don't
familiarity
get,
that really
Don Tony,
attracts them to poo.
is that to them this isn't a parasocial relationship.
It's a parent.
No, it's a real one to
It's
them.
a
This is
relationship.
a social.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
when you
Parent
say
social
toxic, you're fucking it
relationship.
up. To them, this is normalized. This is just a relationship.
Probably better than
So when
regular.
Poob demands to get their credit card information, or I do, this is how we do it. We're content
It depends
creators.
on if it's a double stream.
Yeah,
I want
it's,
$5 right now, or I quit the stream.
yeah.
$5.
Your favorite
Fine.
guy dies right now. I leave.
Or Pip the dog takes a little trip down to the farm.
Yeah.
I go, this is all of our dog when I show him off. We all bought this
Yeah.
dog.
Guys say, I
so we
want
all
family
need
dog.
to send him money
And it's a
for
commitment.
dog
He's going to
food.
live for 50, 60 years. We
Yeah.
went
I
over
gotta
this.
go-
You guys
I
are
gotta
friends
go to
for
the
life.
goddamn pound and replace him once a week. You know how hard it is to find a corgi in a pound? But,
It is tough. It is tough.
it's
Yeah.
been hard
There's-
finding
there's-
dogs look
yeah.
just like him.
Yeah.
But
I beg you, Forehead Fables listeners, not all content creators are like this. Run! Run for your life!
all right, don't cut that.
Yeah.
But all content creators are like this.
Yeah.
Sub,
Yeah,
sub for
yeah.
your
No,
life.
a lot of them are more
Subscribe.
evil. These
No,
are the
some of
best
them
of the
are.
bunch. Yeah.
Some of them won't even feed into your social relationships. Some of them will be like, guys, I don't know you. I don't like. It's weird. It's creepy. Like,
What I don't
come
get
up
is,
to me
like-
at a grocery store and talk to me in front of my family. Like, that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
If you see me anywhere, you can quote me on this. You can walk right up to me, shake my hand. Okay.
I have
Salute
no
me,
problems
even.
talking to people out in public.
No, I actually had I've only been recognized a couple times, a handful of times, but it's all been, thank God, the normal ones.
Yeah.
No, like cat killers.
No,
though.
like
It's
Sam
just
fans.
factor.
These are just poop.
I'm honestly terrified that I'll be recognized one day, and it would only be because of this. Like, no one will recognize you from my stream. It would be because of this. And it would be terrifying.
And you'll know exactly which person by looking at them.
They'll give you
I'll see them coming a mile away. I'll be like, oh shit.
You can smell them probably.
It's nice to see that you hold your viewers in such high esteem.
Yeah, you can smell that Versace Eros flame wafting off of them. Oh, you almost guide you to
Our
them.
fans do that epic 1980s like slow entrance where time kind of stands still as they walk in the room.
And they switch
Because
their
everybody's
hair.
panicked, like, are they going to pull out a gun or are they just going to shop in the trench coat department?
You can
What's he
smell
pulling out of his coat? Yeah,
hear
what
them because their theme song, each of them an independent one, kicks on when they walk in the door. And you're like, whoa, I'm just living in this guy's world.
Yeah.
And you're like, God, I'm really at his whim. Please don't kill me. God, oh God. He pulls out a big picture of the Foreign Fables crew. Can you autograph this? Good thing. I've seen so many tits from this podcast.
So many tits, yeah.
Yeah, and chests.
I'm sure.
Ripped chest, only washboard abs and tits. Those are the only things I've ever signed from fans of this show.
Yeah, I've done a couple luges just because of this show. Yeah.
Hold on, let me go find a different one.
Find one about a guy having too much sex. That's probably a pretty prevalent problem in our community. I think I'm a sex addict, and they're all too sexy.
Oh, wait, this one was interesting. This guy didn't really go into detail or anything, but he says, I've never gone to a therapist, but people keep asking me about my hand jitters. Traumas are the variable, but I won't go into details. Should I just tell people about my detriment without getting into it much detail, or play it off as a caffeine rush or something like that? Is that like an actual thing that Tom Hanks, like Saving Private Ryan, hand jitters?
It could come from doing too much cocaine in your youth too.
It could be a caffeine rush. Whoever wrote this in,
I mean, so like the agitation, definitely. I mean, that can be. To answer his question, that's just his level of comfort, or their level of comfort of disclosing what they've been through. I mean, you could just say, caffeine jitters or a tick. I mean, I don't know. That's like a personal question.
No, it wasn't really about his fucking question. I mean, like, forget the guy with the trauma and the hand. I was wondering, like, is that an actual?
It can be. Yeah.
What the hell? Like, people can just start shaking. Okay, so have you ever seen the videos where it's guys post World War I and they'll have shell shock?
Yeah,
and they're like shivering.
Yeah, and they're like shaking. And they can't like walk and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I had heard, correct me if I'm wrong, but shell shock was just like an antiquated, like an archaic term for PTSD, and then it's since moved. I have never seen a fucking PTSD-stricken soldier that looks anything like those guys. Those guys came back completely different creatures.
They also called it battle fatigue, I think was another word they used to call it back in the day. Like, I think, shell shock, battle fatigue.
A lot more war crimes going on back then, I think. Gives you even more advanced PTSD.
Is that what it was? Like, they just left it undiagnosed for so long? Is that just, like, it's super advanced PTSD?
Because back then, they'd be like, you got shell shock. Let me shock you out of it. And they just shake the shit out of them until, like, snap out of it, you pussy.
They just blow up grenades around them to scare the PTSD out of them.
Look, it ain't so bad. Exposure therapy.
It's like compounding the trauma, right? Yeah. As opposed to nowadays, once they would identify it, sometimes they would send you back. You know what I mean?
Ugh,
but yeah,
yes, it's that pussy disorder, whatever it's called.
Back.
That is what the P stands for, right?
Yeah. You know what I do when I get scared? I get a big fucking hug, and then I'm fine. If I ever start shaking,
hug from my mommy,
one big hug from my mommy, I'm not shaking no more. I can tell you that. That's all they need, really.
That's how modern wars are fought. You get the you get the moms on the back line, and then they're scared.
Oh my God, shell shock, mom! Get back out there.
You go through a couple mags, and you turn around for your mommy to get a big sip from a cup, and
rub your tummy while you're reloading.
Rub your tummy, burp you, give you some mags. Send you back out there.
Hoorah!
Yeah.
Back on your feet.
I ain't scared of nothing.
Dude, you would win everywhere. You'd be defending your mom. Like,
God,
you
yeah.
get through me, you get to my mom. Hell
That'd
no.
be actually a great like medieval war strategy.
You have the moms just like, camping out back. Yeah.
And that way, if you lose, you really lose
Yeah,
your entire
you get
population.
fucking destroyed.
I mean, they're at the mercy
all
of the enemy.
mothers are gone.
Yeah.
That would be horrible. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we should fight wars like that. But no, seriously, like I don't think we ever answered my question. Is that like a different type of PTSD or something? Like the shaking, like broken man?
The ones where they.
I don't think it's a different type. So like, I actually have the DSM right here. So like, when you have with PTSD, there's so many different symptoms, and it can present differently in different people. You know, to answer your question, I don't think it's a different type that they had back then. You know, maybe it could be compounding trauma, like you said, not understanding this person's traumatized, get them off the front line as opposed to get back out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are just the most extreme cases that they filmed, you know? Maybe
I'm just saying, I've never seen some guy from like Operation Desert Storm fucking jittering around or whatever.
Probably just sending that guy back to fucking Ohio and he's not on a camera or something anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot more cameras now than World War One. I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you would see them walking around
I would
shaking.
think you would have seen somebody from like the Bosnian War having the same.
I'm not gonna lie, I just don't look up a lot of like scared veteran videos and stuff, so I really I'm just not familiar.
I'm trying to figure out a way to scare Bizzle. I've been looking at a lot of this shit. This guy is
what, shoot a firework off in his house?
Yeah.
I'm bringing a starter pistol and I'm just gonna fucking crack that thing off outside his window at night when we're in San Diego.
And I gotta pray to God he can hear it.
Oh, is Bizzle a veteran?
D&D starts now.
Is Bizzle a veteran?
He's a goddamn war hero. Show some fucking respect, dude. Sit up when you speak his name.
It's a little stolen valor. He's actually a war criminal.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah,
okay,
he's
cool.
a
I didn't
veteran.
know that.
Yeah, he's a.
He's a
Oh, I mean, well, he's one of these.
Brian's Canadian. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Oh, well, you know, it's just for respect.
For respect, yeah.
3 Americans in the room. I gotta go. Yeah. America.
He's I should probably take my hat off. He's
Yeah, when you're talking about Bizzle, you take your fucking hat off, dude.
He's he was
Fix any cowlicks.
what, Vietnam?
Yeah, it was like Korean War.
Korean War.
Yeah, it was in the Korean War.
Korean, yeah.
Yeah, Korean
You ever
War.
seen that movie Gran Torino?
Yeah, he's
That's
he's
about
actually
Bizzle.
a
That's
lot like that guy.
Yeah.
Man, he's aged quite well. I mean, I must say he has aged quite well.
Yeah.
Well, he stays tight. He keeps
Also,
it tight.
fighting his way into Iron Age Korean barbecue is not the Korean War. I just want to make that clear. Fighting his way to a table is not the Korean War. But.
Yeah. He calls
Speaking
his
of, I want
relationship
Korean
with his ex
barbecue.
The Korean War.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
Korean barbecue is awesome.
This one's. I guess I can't say
That's
the
awful.
name here. Because this one,
really?
this one's kind of confidential, I believe. So me and my,
You said the first part. You said funk. What was that?
his name's Funk. Yeah.
Yeah.
His name's
Sure.
Fungal. Yeah, this one's written in from Fungal Toe, our good friend.
Fungalta? All right.
So me and my
Alright.
flamboyantly gay friend got into a bit of an argument. Apparently, some study came out backing gender dysmorphia, saying that there is a genuine difference in the way that male and female brains behave, and that in the study, trans people trying to swap to the opposite gender, in fact, had the brain structure of whatever the opposite gender is. Ask Donnie Boy if he knows anything on that. Follow up. I guess is that true? I don't know anything about.
I'm not up to date on that specific research. I mean, I have heard it argued before from like an evolutionary standpoint, you know, that brains are hardwired. I mean, I have heard that before. I'm not up to date on like the most recent peer-reviewed literature on the matter. I do know gender dysphoria is a thing. I mean, it's in the DSM. You know, not all individuals transitioning experience it. Some do, some don't. But I mean, it is a diagnosis in the DSM.
What's the DSM? Is that like a standardized diagnosing? Is that like your big
for like brain diseases?
It's the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. So it's like our code book that we go through that has all the diagnostic criteria. It has all the codes, all that sort of stuff.
Okay, so if I'm talking to a therapist and they whip that shit out, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking broken. My mind is absolute mush.
Like,
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Or they're just trying to confirm
He's got to go through a book.
When he cracks open the section where you can hear the glue cracking, like it hasn't been opened before. Oh, that ain't good. This is Oh, I might as well fucking off myself. This is some weird shit we're getting into.
Or they're just trying to get the diagnostic code, right? Because, like, you know, every diagnosis has a code, and maybe they don't have it memorized, so they're pulling out the book to get the proper diagnosis code, you know. But I mean, I'm not up to date fully on. And it's a touchy subject too. I mean, that minefield, I don't really know if I want to go down, but you know, I'm not up to date on the peer review literature.
Yeah, people get really bent out of shape by a very, very small group of people that I actually had to go seek them out in order to talk to one for the podcast. Very different. Really? Yeah, I had to go find a trans person. I was like, somebody please. Yeah, just it's
so to be fair, I get it. I mean, I totally get it. If you're, I totally understand why it's a touchy subject. I get it, you know, I totally do. But I'm not up to date on the literature as far as like, is it? I don't know, man.
Do you get where the outrage is?
On whose part?
On the people that are against the trans people.
I really don't get. No, I really don't. I don't see why it affects you. I'm very much a mind your own business kind of person. And if it doesn't affect you, why the fuck do you care? So you know what I'm saying? So like my take is whether you believe it or not, does it affect you any? Does it matter? No. So move on. You know what I mean? That's kind of my take on it. I'm very much a mind your business, stay off my lawn kind of person.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I see you trying to find a way to spin this around to me being a horrible bigot. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Sam to come back with some sort of
now, dude.
Yeah. No. I was just asking because I knew it would put him on. No, I didn't have anything. But just for the record, Don Tony is okay with like a 5-year-old boy getting a Brazilian butt lift. I think is what he's saying.
Yeah, he doesn't care. It doesn't
affect
him.
Man. Do what they need, you know.
You know, with kids, it's a very gray area with children. It's it's a gray area that I'm not going to go down. But in general, for adults,
you have like a job, and I have a job where I could get canceled.
You do,
honestly, I'm glad we asked this before while Pooh was gone because he gets really heated about this.
It's just something that kind of riles him up.
We would
on what side? Yeah. What side does he get heated on?
Against. So
whatever is like not popular in the moment. Yeah. I go with the crowd. I don't want to be canceled. So like whatever is the accepted one. And then whatever the opposition is what Poob is probably going to heatedly.
He's a rebel.
Stand. Yeah.
Rebel with a cause or something.
Mm-hmm.
He just recently took down his Russian flag. I think we gave him enough flag for it.
I was really pissed off. Like last February, he spray painted a fucking Z on that wall in the background.
Yeah.
Fucking victory, yeah.
I think you got it covered.
Oh, do you guys see those pipelines got sabotaged, blown up? There's Nord Stream 1 and 2. They're the pipelines that go from Russia into like Germany. And they both got blown up. And now they're like everybody's sitting there like sitting back going like, who did it? Who done it?
They don't know.
No, there's people that are saying like the US did it to cut off any ties of Germany to Russia, so Germany will be more inclined to have action towards Russia if it's not possible for them to get gas. And then some people are saying Russia bombed their own pipeline in order to get more public opinion that it's okay to, keep up this war because there's no chance of us selling gas to Europe.
But whodunit?
Yeah, it's a big whodunit. Pretty sketchy, sketchy times we're living in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So who do you think done it?
Me? Whales. Yeah. I think the whales were like, get this fucking oil out of our ocean. They blew that shit up. They bit it. Destroyed it.
Whale, like literally
whales.
Yeah, I thought you meant like the Welsh people.
No.
Free Willy.
The Welsh doing anything other than fucking sheep? Are you kidding me? They're not blowing up pipelines. They're busy. There's sheep out there that need fucking.
Blowing up sheep's prostates.
And they're blowing out
their assholes.
I thought that was New Zealanders.
It's both. It
doesn't matter where you are in the world. Sheep are equally fuckable in Wales and in New Zealand. I think it's the beautiful scenery is what it is. You ever seen what Wales looks like? New Zealand?
I've seen Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
Beautiful places.
I've seen Vinland Saga. Yeah, they go to Wales.
You look at it and you just want to fuck the nearest thing you could find.
I'm just saying I want to be outside in the natural environment. And then while you're out there, you see a sheep.
You're like, that sheep looks so.
It's the way they seductively walk, and they're always showing that shit off. They always turn. And they're at.
Yeah,
like when people walk, their genitals are pointed straight down at the ground like God intended. But sheep walk with that shit pointed straight out as if to look at you, you know?
Yeah.
Fucked up.
It's a sheep's fault? Is that what I'm hearing?
They're asking for it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're asking for it, and God's the one that made them that way. God made them ask the question.
All right, so we answered that question.
Yeah,
well, how do you?
That somehow started on a trans thing and ended there
with fucking sheep. Yeah, it's wonderful how our minds work. It's
that was a 2-part one, and I don't feel like going to the second part.
Well, there's a 2. Okay, you gotta see the part.
What's the second part?
Okay, that was like whether or not you agreed with the whole
literature,
the literature or whatever.
And his is I did not see it.
That was the answer. I'm not. Yep.
Now this is where I look to get my question answered. Myself and my buddy couldn't agree on if it was gay to fuck a gay guy, but with a girl's brain. He keeps trying to gaslight me into thinking I'm gay or bi, and I'm not buying it. If sex or gender or whatever is tied to the brain, then I don't think it should be gay to fuck a chick that just so happens to be a 6'2" beefcake with a cock and balls. But that's just me. If you could settle this one for me, I'd owe you one.
It's in the brain?
Yeah, it's in the brain.
So I think like my take on it would be if you're attracted to the person, it really shouldn't matter. Mm-hmm. Why put a label on the act? Like if you enjoy it, if it's consenting adults, if you're into it, if they're into it.
Get rid of the labels.
Yeah. Or view it as a spectrum. Like sexuality is, I mean, it's more so a spectrum. You know, there's something called like sexual elasticity or plasticity. Not elasticity, that's something else. But
Kinsey
plasticity.
Scale.
Thank you.
You're saying
yeah.
We're all on the spectrum, is what you're saying.
Sexual spectrum.
Everyone's, no, I mean, it's very hard to just be all the way one way or the other, you know.
And it can evolve and change with time. Women tend to have more sexual plasticity than men, but still, yeah, good. Poop, you're correct. Yeah, very good.
And I was in AP psychology. I'm pretty much a boy genius, is what they used to call me.
Very good.
He wanted to figure out what was wrong with him. He wanted to self-diagnose.
That's why most of us study this shit, is to figure out why the fuck we're the way we are.
Where do you fall on the scale?
I just went a different direction. Oh, sorry.
Where do I fall?
Yeah, like gay or straight.
Are you? Yeah, if there's like,
it's like 1 through 14. Where do you fall?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to pull up their. I mean, I don't know their scale specifically, but I've only ever been with women.
Oh, okay. Like, really, what do you feel when you look at the artwork of Tom of Finland?
I don't know who Tom of Finland is. Yeah, I don't know who is
like
this?
Gay porn or something. You just keep telling me to watch it on stream.
Okay, here we go.
Watch it on stream.
On stream.
Pull up some Tom of Finland.
I've only ever been with women, but I can appreciate an attractive man. Like I can look at a man and be like, "That's a good-looking dude."
I feel like that's.
But I've only ever been
draws Mr. Slaves
with women.
Like
oh, this guy's art is sick, dude.
Yeah. Tom of Finland.
Did you post it anywhere?
Is it spelled like I imagine it would be spelled?
Tom of Finland. Yeah.
I've genuinely
don't even fucking
in a thrift store near me. There's I feel like his art on one of the shirts that was for a like it was like for a convention. Oh, they've got a look at this jacket, dude.
That dude is definitely whacking his dick on a tree. Nice.
Yep.
Oh, he's got it. Wait, he has a Tom of Finland cologne?
Ooh.
Do you want to smell like that?
Well, I need a new cologne.
What do you think that would smell like, actually?
I like
curious.
fucking hot beef, dude.
Hot beef and sweat, you know.
Man, these dudes are all jacked as fuck.
Yeah.
And they're all carrying
Tommy guns. Some of the most unattainable body type.
They have some unreal thighs and ass combos if you really look careful.
I'll never be a Tom of Finland model, and it fucking pisses me off.
Honestly, I've got the perfect lower half. I could be a reverse.
Whoa,
bust.
you have a giant cock that wraps around the inside of your thigh pant leg
that you can choke a man with.
I look
like around their neck, choke them with.
Yeah, like these guys when I'm naked.
Good for you.
That's awesome.
He sits like
terrifying.
He poses a lot like this too, and like
he'll
just lay all weirdly.
What I like the most about Poob is how he puts his forehead to yours and then pushes his erect penis into your erect penis while you're having a conversation with him.
I know exactly what picture you're talking about.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of having. It's so intimate. Our conversations we have.
He doesn't kiss you. He doesn't kiss you. Your noses touch.
Yeah, your noses and penis are touching, but
just the tips.
And he does put his hands on your waist, which is really the most comforting part. Because you ever have a conversation with someone and you feel like
his ass.
They're not listening? I've never had that feeling with Poob because of how intimate his conversations are.
I have that almost every time I speak to you.
What?
Wow. What?
Huh?
What are you talking about? Yeah, that guy's awesome. I'm gonna put that on speed dial.
No, we've been planning on doing like a lot of our drawings and stuff for the D&D thing are gonna be traced over Tom of Finland drawings.
I mean, Pop Goblin looks like these guys when he's naked.
Yeah, he does.
So fuck yeah. I haven't mentioned it, but he does have a huge ass. So
are they gonna be as erotic? Like,
oh, they should be.
Absolutely.
As graphic and erotic?
Of course, yeah.
This is D&D. The world of D&D is graphic and erotic.
Extremely graphic.
That is true.
And extremely erotic. They're somehow going to be more lewd than these Tom of Finland ones. They're going to be grosser.
There's going to be nothing but scraps of clothing on there.
Yeah.
They will call you Sam of Florida for how rude and
Sam of Florida.
Yay, these drawings will become.
Tom of Finland 2, the sequel, even gayer and even more lewd.
Is this dude well known? Like, where did you all discover this individual?
We were watching a Don Fry boxing video, and it was Don Fry versus Yamamoto or whatever that guy's name is, and they're just beating the shit out of each other for like 40 seconds straight. It's like an old Pride fight from like 2001, maybe the late 90s, and someone commented that Don Fry looks like a Tom of Finland model, and.
Gotcha.
And I was like, what the fuck's Tom of Finland? And I was just, we're going down this like laughing about how much Don Fry, who looks like the ultimate badass. It is funny to think of him as a Tom of Finland model. And yeah, we just went through all these and we're laughing so hard because they're just so funny. They're so wacky.
Some of them are fucking great.
But then you look at them.
This is like really racy for like the 1930s and 40s, or when was this dude around?
No, this guy was probably like the 60s and 70s and 80s.
Oh, he was born 1920.
Okay.
Died in 1991.
When was his career? 4 or 5?
60s, yeah, 60s. Yeah, 50s, 60s he started drawing.
Is from elementary.
I bet you his early work had a whole lot less cock outline. I bet you he got more brazen as time went on.
I bet it started with like dragons.
Probably saw a lot
six
more
packs.
cocks too.
Yeah. And then maybe dragons touching foreheads.
Yeah,
like
dragons
swans.
like dragons not fighting but hugging.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what does this dragon really mean to me?
What if this dragon was just a regular guy with leather pants on?
What if it was just a guy with a dragon 6-pack and a dragon's dong?
Yeah. What if instead of a long dragon neck, it was like a human guy and the neck was where his penis is? Yeah. What if
the penis breathed fire?
Yeah. But instead of fire, it's just lots of coke.
It's just white frosting.
All over another guy. What if that dragon was spraying this guy in the face with fire, but it wasn't fire at all?
Yes.
It's actually really wet.
Oh, wet fire.
Oh. There's some great ones, though. Like, I think he was saying something about the armed forces here. There's like 2 Marines in the trenches making love.
Oh, wow.
And by making love, it looks like some very vigorous ass rape and it's pretty intense.
Like,
it's probably his like darkest feet.
Let's see it.
Does the guy look like is it just sex or is it like?
We gotta see this.
It is like the smallest.
Oh, I see
thumbnail.
this one. Yeah, I see what you. Okay, I see that one. Yeah.
What part of that looks like a rape to you?
Well, the guy in the back's turning back going like, "Hey, can you hand me that spotting scope?"
Oh, what are you doing? The guy in the back is jerking off.
Oh, well, he's watching. No, I'm saying the guy taking it in the back. The guy taking it in the back is like, "What are you doing back there, buddy?"
No, he looks stoic.
Yeah, but the guy in the back,
the guy screwdriver.
The guy taking the cock in his act looks like Don Fry. Actually,
no, you can tell this is not first.
Yeah, he
pump,
does.
okay?
He does.
This guy's.
They've been going at it a while.
A while, I'd say probably 5, 6
It
pumps.
could have.
You can tell.
Yeah, the guy taking it is actually the commanding officer, and he's gonna fire him if he doesn't fuck his brains out. So
Jesus Christ,
watch your mouth, Sam.
This is really
a
a
little
real
story.
He's a fucking bootlicker, dude.
Wait,
Look at
what
this.
is what? That is a monster dog, by the way.
I mean, honestly, that's not unrealistic.
Jesus, monkey balls. Holy shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm swelling a little looking it out. just from more of a like jealousy.
Yo, Stall,
boner.
cut this part out, but we're gonna spend the next 40 minutes posting every possible Tom of Finland image, and then we're gonna ask the question of the Kinsey Scale or whatever again.
Yeah, look,
Where do you fall on that?
You're gonna have to re-ask
you
me
know what the
that question.
That is the size of
You know
that dude's
what-
arm. Holy shit.
You know what the worst part about it is? It looks like they're like quintuplets, and they all have different jobs, like different careers. They all look the fucking same.
These are great, though. This guy's awesome.
What the fuck is that?
Dude, I swear I saw some of this guy's work in a thrift shop on a store.
Men only pleasure park.
It was
men
a
only.
I can't remember what it was. It was like a male like it was called like male leather convention or something. It just had two really ripped guys in this exact uniform on it. And I remember I almost bought it because I'm like, that's hilarious, but it's like $80. I'm like, no fucking way. But now that I know who Tom of Finland is, and now that I'm a big fan,
Huge fan, number one
honestly
fan.
really wish I had bought it. God, dude, that is just like the ultimate like. I would so love to just like
Only you
rub
knew the
bulge like
story
that.
behind the
Like,
gay
yeah, just like
porn.
so. That's so like masculine in itself. Of the. Just like
The guy
For
can.
two
The guy
straight
only
guys
knows how
to
to
talk
draw
like
like
that?
two faces.
That's like,
their bulges are just so huge.
yeah.
It's like the size of my damn arm, dude. That one that
Yeah,
you put in
it's-
there. Jesus.
it's
Oh,
awesome.
I just call it penis sized, but yeah, you could equate it to arm size. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. That is great though. Like those two guys talking
call
like that.
that
It's like
average.
two alphas acknowledging that they're
It's like-
of equal
it's-
status.
It's like playing telephone. Like they're passing a secret onto the other one.
What are they talking about? Why don't they let us in on that conversation? You know?
I'd
guess
love
you
to be in
really
the middle of that
can't-
conversation. Yeah,
Right
they're,
in
actually
between
not
it.
making, they're not making
If
sound.
they
They're
could
communicating
use
through their
me
dickheads.
as a telephone in between whatever they're passing on to each other, you know?
Yeah, you want to just stand in the middle there?
Well, yeah, like
Kinda do what-
like
kinda do
somebody
what that
give it to
soldier was-
me,
how he was
and then I
posing.
pass it on to someone else.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd assume there's a line of about 50 of these types of guys going in, and I get passed all the way down the line,
Yeah.
assembly style.
I want them to play a game of telephone with me. A whole line of these guys.
Ring, ring on the telephone. This guy can pick me up with one hand. Like, this guy is not a... You guys don't have to worry about my size or anything. I can totally just be one of their objects. I mean, what the hell? What are we talking about? What's going on? What was the
You got
question?
lost in the pictures.
Question answered. Question
Oh
answered.
yeah, sure. I'll fuck that guy. I mean, fuck. I don't
Yeah.
Fucking guy, the way
damn,
he's-
dude. He's got a katana behind his back. What is
Did you post this? What is
Dude,
that?
I just imagine you get pulled over, you look in your rear view, that's all you
And that
see.
guy comes out. Yeah, I fucking shit my
I'm in
pants.
trouble.
Yeah.
I gotta call my girlfriend.
Yeah, what does that say about us psychologically?
Through the rear view mirror.
I mean, like that's the coolest looking guy ever. You can't see it.
That is the coolest guy
Dude, I
I've
don't
ever
know.
seen.
He's got my mustache on top of this just Adonis
dude,
body. Biggest
Tom of
balls I've
Finland
ever
has
seen.
solved, like, what is that even called? Like homophobia. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter
Drum
who
really
you
cool.
are, dude. If you
What's
look
that
at that
thing
guy,
I
that
used
is
to
the
have?
coolest. That is the coolest
the
guy.
coolest
What's
guy,
the name of that
hands
condition
down.
that used to plague me daily? Oh
Well,
yeah,
it's al-
homophobia.
It's
Yeah.
also it's like sometimes people talk about like unrealistic body standards giving people like negative self-image and stuff. I look at this, I feel like uplifted. I feel
Yeah,
like
I want to
body
hit the
dysmorphia,
fucking gym
yeah.
and
Yeah,
and do
I'm
some
like-
cock curls and grow my cock that big.
I can look like that.
Yeah. That's
Holy
that's the
shit.
potential
I
of
can wear my-
male form.
If I wear pants that tight and a leather fucking jacket, I can look this cool.
Oh man,
God, dude, we should really. Oh, you gotta be careful. I was gonna say we really gotta get some boots and gloves like that, but it could really come off like Nazi-ish if you're not.
Yeah,
but a couple steps.
That's the problem. Is the gay community, they can grab some of that stuff from like the Nazi look because of how fucking gay they are. Like Nazis were anything but. But if you're a straight guy wearing Nazi shit, you're just a Nazi.
Nazis were the least gay guys.
They were killing gay people. They sent gay people to a place to destroy them.
I'll tell you what, they're not.
Did you see their uniforms?
Right. Not openly. They're not fucking doing this shit. I can tell you that. They're not trading Reich secrets cock to cock, forehead to forehead. All right.
That's actually how Hitler communicated.
You can recreate all these photos in San Diego.
That would be good.
You know what sucks is if I put on any of this guy's outfit, I'm just gonna look like that Sopranos episode where Vito goes to the gay club and he's just a fat Italian guy with a fucking police cap on, and he's like he's dancing like this.
Dude, now I'm changing my mind on this affecting body image. They really should have some fat guys with fat cocks.
Yeah. He has some fat. Yeah.
It is 2020. Okay.
No, I mean no small. I don't want to see a small dick in any of these, but I'd love to see a fat guy with a huge dick
rolling out.
Like a bear type.
Not even fat anymore too. Like
XL.
Oh, I saw a tweet that was like fat. What's considered fat back in the day is like nothing compared to now. It was a tweet about George Costanza being considered like morbidly obese in the 90s. They were like, that's what was hilariously comically fat was considered in the 90s.
George Costanza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just like kind of like, I've been way fatter than George.
He's just stout too. He's just like short.
Yeah.
Well, he's a funny shaped guy.
Yeah.
The older and fatter I got, the less fat I thought he was.
I know, yeah. I watched,
oh wow, he's actually pretty skinny.
I watched Seinfeld and I'm like, damn, dude, he's looking pretty good. He's got a flat stomach. He's always got that shirt tucked in.
Yeah.
Got an ab or two under that shirt.
He's just thick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny shaped guy though. I bet you George could do some hellacious boxing. I feel like if you got in a fight with that guy, little stocky dudes like that, they lock their arms and then do a full fucking twist and lay you up. Yeah, I wouldn't want to box George right there. Look at that.
Yeah,
I mean, we know it's not the size of the opponent; it's the ferocity anyway.
I mean, he's got a little bit of cannons on those arms. Like,
I know,
this guy
right?
can definitely do at least
he's packing
50 push-ups.
Yeah.
And he could probably have a huge fat cock in his leather pants.
We never gonna see.
Why does he wear his pants so high? Like a.
Well, dude, I feel like I know why. I feel like he's got. Okay, I don't look like him body wise, but I think I have a similar upper body to him, not in fatness, but in. I'm a lot of I'm mostly legs, and I have a short upper torso. Like the belly button and nipple aren't they're not that.
They're like
distant.
inches apart. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you wear high pants, it's like they're like 1 inch apart.
Well, your waist is really up there anyway. Like when if you go to like a tailor and they actually like measure you for a suit, I mean your waist isn't down where we tend to like wear it. Your waist is actually.
No, I'm just saying I personally like my body shape. I'm just mainly legs.
90, I gotcha.
95% legs.
You're a tall drink of water, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I've just like got a 34 long, and I wear a size.
How tall are you?
I wear a size medium in children's shirt.
But your pants are a 34 long. How tall are you?
I'm like 6 feet tall.
I am too. You wear a 34 long?
Yeah.
You got long legs, dude. I wear a 32.
That's what
This guy not listening. This is the worst therapist ever. He's not listening. He said his legs were long already.
You didn't believe.
But that can be relative.
Your bullshit
but then he gave me, a quantifiable.
Doing the Tom of Finland hug with him because he puts his cock in my belly button. We can't. We can't match him up.
I go shh, and I shut your mouth with it. No more words now. Only thoughts.
Yeah.
Now put your head to my.
Sounded like a pacifier.
Yeah. Well, it also sucks because it's that body portion where, when I sit down next to someone, I look like I'm 5 feet tall because my upper body, it's all legs. So I'll sit down in a chair and I'll be, shorter than the guy that's like 5'4". And I stand up and I'm like 7 feet tall. Oh, really, Sam?
Yeah, I'm sorry. This one's a good one.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so Brian wrote in a question for
Oh,
this. Yeah, it was from your Twitter. Hey, I saw your tweet about the podcast with Don Tony. Can you ask him why our brains cause us to have insecurities? Like, I've slowly built up my confidence, blindly even. But I find that sometimes I just think that my dick is too small and I end up feeling bad about it. And I mean, I know my dick is on the smaller side and I'm fine with it. And
My account was hacked.
And I
clearly.
and I fingered my own ass, and so that I know that even an inch can feel good. So sometimes I just look at it and I just wonder what I could have done to make it bigger.
That's awesome. What a little scientist doing some theories and that
This guy rules. Hey man,
Yeah.
I gotta feel what she's gonna be feeling. Hey, that feels pretty good. All right,
That's not complaining
I'm
about.
satisfied. I'm a satisfied customer.
I mean, I did see somewhere someone talk about like why do they talk about dick size when like they moan with a finger or something. So I get the logic you went through when you were fingering your asshole. I understand the train of thought you went down.
yeah.
If I had to synthesize the question, are you asking me why can't your dick be bigger, or like why are you
No,
upset
that
about
was
the
a
size of your-
completely separate thing
like,
that I'll go
yeah,
into. We'll
tangential.
cover that right now. There's nothing you can do to make your dick bigger. I think you're just
Nah, there's really
born.
not.
Like,
You
I don't
are,
care what those
yeah.
little gas
What?
station pills say.
What about that fucking device, the one where they got Agent 47
Dick pump.
doing the narration of it? And he's like,
the
yeah, it's
joking
like a little
thing.
cage.
I never used that.
Yeah.
Ad. Damn, that was great.
What
the guy
yeah,
that voice
put the cage
acts
on your cock.
Agent 47 also did a joking commercial. It's the same
Like
voice
dead ass, you
actor.
read it, it's the same voice. Yeah.
And he's like, put your penis into the receptacle and crank down on it.
Yeah.
And it just like
Twist it 10
it just
times.
pulls your dick really hard. And then, after
Is that
doing
even,
it,
like, can you, if you do a device like that and I just imagine your dick then like doesn't work right. Like it would just be all like
Yeah, right, yeah, I feel like
floppy
you
and,
would
like,
never
I
get a
think you
boner
get
ever
more
again.
like this action where it's soft and then it just gets hard. Like it doesn't grow. I think you're just like training it to just when it's soft hang.
to show.
Yeah, you're like
I don't think
hanging.
there's any science behind
Wait,
that.
you
I don't
just
think it does
train
anything.
it. Is there a way to train my soft penis to look like my hard penis, Don
I
Tony?
think that's
Yeah,
what
can
it
you-
is. Is it
That's
like
what it is?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
Well,
think
but
your dick
also
just like
it's-
lays and then rises.
It's not being dishonest. Then it's
Stalt,
just
put some text up there about what it actually
Wanting
does
it
because I
different.
feel like
Also-
Stalt's a joker.
That's why
Oh,
I feel
he's
like it's
definitely
almost
jokes.
a double-edged sword. I describe a lot of things in my life as such, but it's like, being a grower, it's almost incognito in ways. And if I get hit by a baseball low or something, it's not gonna, break any penis. But then when it needs to work, but also the worst fear is, you drink too much or something, and you're like, no, I swear, I don't have the baby penis. Don Tony, what do I do about that? Jelk or pills from the gas station?
I would do neither. I would just try not to drink too much when you go on a date when you feel like there may be some
Well, how do I
intimacy
talk
after.
to a girl
he
without
can't,
being
he
drunk?
cannot drink
Yeah,
too
we
much.
need-
Yeah, he's
Alcohol is a
medicine.
factor here.
That's
How
like
do
another
I-
issue then.
Oh. Well,
I
let's
also
not
just
do
realized
it.
my webcam is like slanted. I just now realized that like my
am I crazy? The whole time I've been looking, I'm like, is
My
my
webcam's, like,
room,
slanted, I just now
my
realized.
paintings all look like at a slant.
because
I
like it
can't
looks
tell if
like
my
my
head-
like
I
my
also
green
just,
screen is like whoosh.
I got a cockeye. I can't tell what's going
Anyway, it can be cut. It's fine. Your tiny penis. Let's go back to the penis issue.
Tiny
the
soft
French
penis.
fry.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
this guy. Yeah, sorry. Now my penis.
You're a
is
grower, not a shower, is what you're
ginormous.
saying. You're a
I'd
grower, not a
almost call
shower.
myself a super grower.
Okay.
PM. Put a label on
super
that.
grower.
Like
It's
Ant-Man
it's
in
almost
reverse.
fantastical, the process that happens.
It doubles in
Goes from a
length. It
centimeter
goes
to
from
an
like
inch.
No. I'd say
1 to
I'd say
2
either
double.
quadruple or whatever the word for 5 times druple is.
quintuple,
What's the one for 6?
sextuple,
Sextuple.
Oh, no, one more.
Tuple.
Septuple? Is that 7? I'd say
That's 7, but
times.
sextuple has sex in it.
That is
which is
cool,
what
but
you
then
do with it.
But septuple would, yeah, but it's bigger. Okay,
Yeah.
sextuple is funnier.
So
Okay,
I would
Don
work
Tony,
on
it's
that like.
sextuples in size.
Okay.
What does
yeah,
that mean?
yeah. What does that mean? It means
Yeah,
it
from a
grows 6 times its
biological-
length when
But
you
how
get
is
Say it
that
erect.
louder.
possible?
For the ladies in the audience.
Okay, no, let me ask.
Yeah. So
Let me ask. Where is the rest of my penis when it's soft?
yeah,
Where'd
where'd
that go? That's a mystery of the mind. We want you to figure out.
What's happening?
The brain tells it
my
to
penis
show up
when it's
so.
not there. Is it being given to people less fortunate, or is
Yes,
it
that's what's happening with you are really a
donating
take it
length
back
I
when
don't
you need it.
need when
philanthropist
I'm
of the
soft.
peen.
Yeah. Like
Full-on
starving
penis.
children? Like
Philanthropist.
starving children? Is that where
Children,
it's
poor
going?
people.
Yes, poop gives it to starving children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, cool. Okay, well, that I feel a lot more satisfied. And now girls should also feel a lot more satisfied. So.
But the advice would be, as far as
Who
for
will
you,
show you
poop,
his
would be
dick?
work on that social anxiety and some,
I don't
and don't drink so
penis
much.
advice. Oh, yeah,
I
no.
mean-
Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course. That
Now,
very
Brian,
rarely
as far as
happens.
your dick issues, back to your penis. Since
Probably
we're talking about
choking.
all of our penises here.
Beautiful. Mine's
Probably
fine.
choking.
Your
is what
penis
you're
is
gonna
good.
need.
Okay, Sam, do we need to
Mine-
talk
yeah.
about your penis while we're here?
Mine stopped working years ago.
You got
And
two
it was,
kids.
never,
it clearly
it was
works.
never that impressive.
That's why it
No,
stopped.
that was the last time it
He's
worked.
The defense mechanism.
And exactly how big is your penis?
Oh, it used to be. You ever see like after Thanos uses the gauntlet, he
His
gets
arm all shriveled.
yeah, he gets
Yeah.
It's like the very action of making the child
Of
withered.
creation.
Yeah, it looks like someone took like a hot gauntlet
It's like,
and then
it's like
gave
Thanos
my dick an
snapped
Indian
twice.
burn.
Yeah.
And it's been broken in several places. And so, have you ever seen like a cat with mange and it has a broken tail? Its tail's just hanging there, all
Christ.
No,
bad.
Well, at least
never
you,
seen that.
At least you guys are soulmates, so you don't have to ever explain that situation to someone else.
Well, I'm the only man she's ever been with, and I have blocked all the porn sites except for the ones I go to
is
from
just
the
what it looks
router.
like?
So she's like, "This is what all penises."
BrokenDick.com, Yeah.
I showed her when Harvey Weinstein's penis pics were leaked. I showed her those. I was like, "Look, Harvey Weinstein's cock." She's
Another
like,
dick.
"Oh, they all do look like that."
Complete normal
Yeah,
dick.
nor-
Yeah. This is completely
Nothing out of the
average cock
ordinary.
pic.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going back to work now.
Wow,
Yeah.
looks about
Okay.
right.
And then I
for showing me
made
that.
sure I blocked every bit of information about Harvey Weinstein's trial, so she didn't see all those celebrities going,
That's
"His
funny.
penis was horrific. It was disfigured. It was holy shit." It was
like a
just
chihuahua
scar
bit on
tissue
it
with a
and ate it
head.
up. It's-
Scar tissue with balls under it. Oh yeah. But
Ew.
yeah, is there anything to fix that? Like, how do I get my confidence back? Yeah.
How do I get my mojo back?
Yeah,
How do you get
I've
your
had a
confidence
hard
back?
time. I've had a hard time, like doing my job as a content creator of grooming ladies because I have no confidence with this penis. It's just horrific to look at.
You want me to help
how do I
you get
open up
confidence in,
with a
in
dick
grooming
pic
ladies?
if my dick looks horrible?
Okay, so just to
Photoshop.
be clear, you want me to give you advice on how to groom ladies with confidence?
Oh,
Is that what you're asking?
like
of me? Is that what you're asking of
like
me?
Tom of Finland level confidence with the ladies. I want to look
yeah,
like
if he wasn't being clear.
yeah, I want to
If he
look
wasn't
like
being
that
clear.
guy grabbing his bulge with the whip crop in his hand, like that. How do I have that
So,
level of confidence?
who makes your thumbnails?
Guy.
What?
It's Photoshop.
Dream Journey.
Oh,
Have you not thought about
Photoshop.
that?
then he's lying.
Okay.
Because when the day comes and he shows his penis, it's gonna.
Well, he's never going to meet
in
them in person.
person.
He's never going to meet them in person.
Yeah.
I guess
No,
it's
he's just
true.
grooming
also.
viewers to be parasocial.
And he just cat.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're catfishing them. And
Yeah, he's not
okay,
gonna
it's
meet
all
him.
for views.
Okay.
You're just trying to increase your user base.
Yeah, this isn't
Okay,
for
that's actually
sexual
pretty good.
gratification. I'm trying to.
Oh,
remember, he said we need to seek out lonely individuals. So I'm trying to find lonely women.
Grooming insinuates not like women.
Oh, just anybody. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if that. Yeah, is that a?
I'm
Yeah, I don't
grooming
know.
40-year-old women.
Yeah.
I'm grooming them to be
Grooming
potential
doesn't
patrons.
imply underage. It implies that there's a power dynamic.
Yeah, I feel like it has that
And a
connotation,
process of
but,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
of molding the mind. So,
So
to
you
speak,
could say
of-
you groom me.
A little bit, yeah.
In a way, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And I did that without the use of my penis. Have you ever seen my penis?
Not that you know.
This is great. I found out you can do grooming without any of
Without
the
a
sexual
penis?
part.
Oh.
It can
Hey.
just be like a stranglehold of the mind.
Why the fuck am I here? Wait, I haven't even seen your penis.
Wait, there's people that have been groomed that get dick pics too.
Wait, I'm snapped out of it. I'm back.
So we have learned today that not everything has to revolve around the penis. Is that what we've learned?
Okay.
Then why the fuck has he seen my penis like 40 times?
That was just for fun. That was just for fun.
That was the grooming. I demand penis imagery.
At the trip too, when he kept doing penis inspection for ticks.
Guys, we gotta look for ticks. These ticks are crazy.
It's the only way we can get funding on Patreon. You have to get penis checked. Say so, dude. You've been doing this a lot longer than me, I guess. You have to do a physical.
Dude, I don't know about you guys, but out there in the woods, when you guys kept doing tick checks,
I didn't have a single fucking tick on me.
Dude, I kept doing the rollback of the foreskin. I was deathly afraid one was going to tuck itself like a blanket in between the head and the foreskin. Yeah, that's like perfect for a tick. If I was a tick, that's where I'd hang out.
I don't have that much slack. I would know.
Okay, you can't say that you are a sextuple grower, but you have no penis slack. That doesn't make sense.
I'm asking where the penis goes.
It's just submerged on your body like a hard piston.
Dude, that's what I'm asking. I don't know where the rest of the penis goes, and I was hoping. So
it just looks like
looks
like a fully fucking erect penis.
Yes,
and then it just goes.
Yeah. It looks like someone like it looks like Ant-Man. It looks like pin particles are put on it.
Do you have a dog dick?
No, it's not in it.
He got a dog dick.
He got a dog dick.
Women are into dog dicks.
That's what it is, dude. Your penis is really inside of you.
Penis.
You got a dog dick.
That would require me to have a sheath. I don't have a sheath. It just looks like my hard penis, but way smaller. The same amount of veins, everything, and then it just it looks like 80s fucking TV effects. It just like womp womp womp. Yeah, it just grows in like 3 frames.
It's like those just add water fucking like dinosaur toys.
Bong bong bong, and then it looks like fucking Tom of Finland. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Size of my goddamn forearm out of nowhere. It's a really big problem in class or anything when I got a big presentation. I got a fucking third. Dude, if you had one of those bulges and you had to walk anywhere,
in
you had a
school,
Tom of Finland bulge. That'd be embarrassing. It's actually bad to have a big dick like that.
Oh yeah, I see on Twitter, you'll see people that like every once in a while they'll be a post about like big dick problems, like life as a man with a big dick. It's like a book. Have you ever seen that book? It's a famous book. It's like how to live with a giant
like
penis.
A gag gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of guys have that, and I go, do any of these guys have a big enough dick that it's a life problem? Or is every guy with like a 6-inch cock is like, I need to buy this for...
Yeah.
I need
like that Curb episode.
Just in case a lady sees this through the window or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this on my Instagram story every day. I'm reading again.
You're reading it in different places.
I mean, I can see if
I gotta look really depressed and really upset
I feel
about
like
it.
I have seen a picture of someone like reading that on a subway or something, and it's just like, oh my god.
I can see a big enough dick being a problem. You knock shit over, you know. I can see
it. Wouldn't be that. I think it'd be more sitting.
Sitting would be uncomfortable.
Dude, summers with your cock up against your thigh.
Your sweaty ass wiener,
yeah. You have to wear really long shorts, you know, or else you poke out.
Compression undies, dude, I think would be the ticket.
I'm starting to think what Don Tony himself labeled as my mega grower huge penis problem is actually like prime. Because,
it's in the DMS now.
You know what he called my dog penis. Yeah, there's basically no penis 90% of the time. So it's never touched a thigh or anything. It doesn't, it doesn't swing around.
Superpower.
Do you ever put like tape over it if you want it to not interrupt your day from like a...
I would have to bolt down goddamn iron to stop it when it gets a little bit of blood.
Your chastity belt looks like it's just a thin belt with like a little thimble to restrain the head.
And I eventually got to the point I had to fucking support beam up my chest and down my back.
Yeah.
It's like a full body mechanism.
Hold it
down
down.
the back of my leg all the way to my heel. I have to walk like goddamn RoboCop. Just
Yeah.
In a fucking iron lung that's just constructed to hold your penis back.
I got a big presentation today. I had no chances.
I can't
risk a
possibly
boner
fuck up.
popping.
My teacher's kind of sexy. I gotta be real careful.
Yeah, she's wearing a low-cut dress.
Oh, I wore tight pants today. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Do people actually get like nervous boners? Have you ever? I've heard that as a thing. Do you think? Have you ever had a nervous one?
I've
never had a fear boner. No.
No.
I don't think I've ever had a fear boner. I've definitely. No, I don't think
It would
so.
make sense.
Have you ever been whacking off and you're just like in the middle of it, and all of a sudden you just hear a door close?
Something spooks
yeah,
you.
and you're just like,
that doesn't count though.
that's like a fear almost coming for sure.
Yeah.
But the fear boner
just
makes sense
deflate.
though to me. It makes sense, right? Because your blood's racing, and yeah, it makes sense.
It needs somewhere to go. Yeah.
It starts shooting out the tip of your penis. You
You
start
should see
shooting.
a doctor.
blood. Yeah. Yeah. What else has come all bloody and like kind of like the consistency of jelly?
All right, you want to hear a bad one?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's set up for this one.
Let's get. I've heard enough about Poop's penis, so yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to see it sometime to be okay. Anyway,
I'll slide in those DMs. It'll be okay. We can. Yeah.
I'll give you a before and after.
Hold on, let me get
when I
drink.
take off my RoboCop chastity belt.
This one's
Yes.
kind of funny to me because this guy, I think from his perspective, is a good guy. Because everybody's like the hero of their own story, Like rarely does someone look at themselves and go, "God, I'm a piece of shit." This guy, I think, is one of those people. So, but he's also got just a fucked up all around relationship. It seems like. So this is for Don Tony. I'm a 26-year-old loner homebody. I have nothing going on in my life, and I whack it 4 times a day. It's the way I like it, but I seriously think I'm getting addicted. Anyways, my main issue is my mom. She's constantly on my case about getting employed. I apply to places constantly, but with a deliberately terrible resume. And we get into constant fights. And the thing that makes it so hard is that she'll turn on the voice typing thing on her phone before she starts an argument. And then it like transcribes what their argument is. And then she posts it directly to Facebook. And I report it. I know it's horrible, right? I report it for harassment, but nothing's happening. They aren't taking them down. She added all my friends and the girls I knew from high school so they see all the arguments on the feed.
Oh my god!
I don't care, but they've started messaging me and making fun of me for doing nothing with my life. What do I do? It's honestly getting me quite low mentally, and I'm dead scared of therapy. I don't want to be medicated or put into a ward.
That doesn't even sound real. That sounds horrifying.
From the guys that do the podcast for a living. Get a fucking job,
man.
you
Yeah,
bum.
get a
Damn,
job.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. How do we know? We don't know the age though, right?
He was
So this person
26.
could be-
26.
Oh, they said that 26.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, that's
Get a
pretty
job.
late.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's-
not on your mom's side because she's going about
No.
it wrong, but she's probably
Yeah,
at
it's
like
horrible.
her last thread of.
Yeah. It's
She's
probably
like
an
trying to
attempt
make you
to-
kill yourself. Probably she's like anything.
Just to get relief
I
some
didn't want to
debt.
say
Yeah.
that, but if I were in
Oh,
your
my
shoes,
Lord.
I definitely would have killed myself.
Yeah.
Like-
But that's
So-
not,
no,
that's
but
not
you
what
should-
we're
no, but that's
saying.
not- no.
no.
Don't
That's
say
not-
that.
we're-
You're
We're
not-
commending you about how strong you are because
I am
we were.
yeah, I'm a lot weaker.
We are not nearly as strong as you.
You are mommy's little soldier. You are a
This
sir,
guy
yes, sir.
he's an army of one,
Yeah.
dude. He has not
Yeah.
even thought about it. He's just beating
but-
off 4 times a day and complaining about his mom transcribing arguments.
Dude, I'm just saying, yeah, I couldn't
his
take
mind
that.
once.
Dude, oh yeah, it's goddamn. How do I
I
get
admire
more
him.
like this guy? How has he not thought about killing himself?
Hasn't even weaseled its way in once.
Well, I can do what? Bro, I get a minor inconvenience. I start looking down the barrel. That is impressive.
Yeah,
That
I
is
don't
one
have
of
enough
those
money to
mass
buy the
items.
food I wanted. I wanted to buy a.
Oh, I could get a new hot toy. I'm gonna fucking
Come.
This guy's like, I just jerked off 7th time. My mom just transcribed it to all my friends.
I love how he deliberately puts in bad resumes because he's like, what is that called? Like weaponized ignorance, where you're just acting like you're so fucking worthless.
That sounds like a fear of failure, so, or just like maybe a total complacency.
Fear of failure, dude.
No,
he should be confident in failure. He did it.
He's like,
I'm wondering. I'm wondering what
off.
situation was set up to put him in this position. Like, I feel like mom has failed this kid, this adult, multiple stages throughout his life. Like, there's like,
oh yeah, it's gotta be a pattern.
She wasn't a stellar mom, and
like
then just turned into this for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll admit, a real answer to this guy. I'm really sorry your life sucks because your mom didn't lay out the sturdiest foundations.
Yeah.
All right, this thing was bound to collapse. Your chances at success were pretty slim if that's how your mom's parenting.
But it's high time. You know, you're
It's
the
never too
third.
late.
That is such a deep. I wouldn't even have thought of something like that. That shit's so
what I
devious.
do is
Transcribing it.
I just transcribe it and put it up on my stories or whatever on Instagram because it goes away after 24 hours. It's not permanent like Facebook is. That's the difference between a good parent and a bad parent.
like, in all honesty, earlier today I had a client that, you know, just found out they have a brain tumor and maybe leukemia, and that was still the most disturbing thing I've heard all day.
Really?
Like,
Jesus, really?
Yeah,
that's fucked up. Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible.
Well, but
I mean, get a
dude,
job though. Like, really, like you need
at a
to.
point you have to. You either once again, me, not the therapist. Don't kill yourself.
No, don't.
Get a fucking job.
No, but let me tell you
No,
exactly
I can't.
what to do. No, but you gotta at that point, dude. Like, you hate where you're at. You know, you're gonna keep living with your mom. She's gonna keep posting the arguments.
Yeah.
You're gonna start jerking off to weirder and weirder things more and more. Maybe send in a real resume to a place. Just, you know, fill up some time in your day, like Sam said earlier. Like, getting a little bit of schedule and getting some, like, a purpose beyond jerk off and get yelled at, you know?
That is some surprisingly sound advice from a guy that basically has the same story as the guy,
thing, except for I don't
but
jerk off that much.
Replace jerking off with like binge watching sitcoms and stuff.
And I have got a cool mom. Yeah, so basically nothing like that guy, except for I'm
loved. And successful.
I'm loved and currently successful.
And normal.
Yeah. Yeah, normal. Hey, I'm just like you, man. I can level with you. I jerk off once every couple days. To your level, buddy. I look up big tits on Google Images. You know, I'm just like you. But you honestly, because it's like, you know, you Sam, you and Biz will tell me you got to start getting these schedules, whatever. I'm just not where that guy's at. Like, this guy really needs to get some discipline or something.
You guys,
if your mom sucks, you got to start stepping up and doing shit for your own life.
And when Poop's telling you that shit, then you got a problem.
You got a problem. And Poop's the one that's like, get your shit together and start using your time more wisely. Because, like,
if some guy walked up to you looking like that on the street,
dude, there's nothing wrong with some days if I don't have to just kind of existing.
I'm completely jealous of that. Yeah.
No, I have days where I don't do fuck all, where I just will lay down and watch TV all day. Yeah.
I played Dark and Darker with you guys. That is the first time I've like gamed
for a while.
In a minute. That was good stuff. Yeah.
We kicked
ass. I was reminiscent of you
like,
talked about missing those days of like gaming, like with the groups and stuff. You played with Devin a little too. Like, it was nice. Yeah.
Devin was like,
you should do it. Reward yourself more with.
I know. Yeah. I need to. But the problem is you guys might feel the same way. Maybe not you, Don Tony, but I feel like there's someone in our lives just demanding more. And so all these like little periods of time where I normally
it's almost guilty. You feel bad, right? Yeah.
Normally where I'd lounge or whatever, I feel like all of a sudden I'm drawing wizards and mimic chests, and I'm
specifically wizards, or making like audio for it or something.
I've come to feel worse about my habits as of late. I've been kind of more conditioned to feel like a bad person for what I do, what I enjoy as of late. But it's also
nothing's changed though, right? It's just the weird.
Well, it's just
I think the real takeaway here is, regardless of the negative influences in our life, the audience needs to keep writing in, because it's situations like this that make me go to bed and wake up in the morning without anxiety, because I go, my life fucking rules compared to this guy.
God. Yeah,
this shit sucks.
Yeah. And dude,
this guy never had a chance.
Anytime I feel bad about my life, I watch the Wild Whites of West Virginia, and I'm like, my life's not that bad.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? I haven't even heard of that.
Check it out. Seriously, the Wild Whites of West Virginia. You should check it out. It is the most depressing white trash you will ever see.
Can I give a little, because we do like to rag on you, dear listener. Can I give them a little, even though, look at me, I'm very clearly a successful man. I'm wearing what's that shit called? Arnold Palmer. I did not know that was a brand until I got this. Just thought it was a golfer and a drink.
Yeah.
But
no, it's an actor. But yeah, carry on.
But just so you, should I delve into my date the other day just to give you a taste of?
Yeah, go for it.
Even when you're at the top, you can still have bad days, and I didn't kill myself, so this guy shouldn't. It's really what it's.
He
it's
never
really
brought it up once, but
yeah, he didn't.
Actually,
that's the whole point.
He's
That's
like,
why we
Mom,
were
get off
amazed
my
by it.
pack. I gotta jack off 4 times
no,
today.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm actually
You're really
learning
gonna
a
throw off my
lot from
numbers.
you. Yeah, I'm actually. I just grew as a person. You know what I'm talking about. But okay, so this is now feels a little weird telling a story in the format of what we've been doing. It feels a little off format.
Yeah, well, you're like the last question.
Derail.
Okay, yeah, go.
What, Sam? What? I can't tell a story on a podcast.
The fact that he can not only be so emotionally distraught by this, but he can maintain an erection 4 times a day. Like, I imagine, at 3 p.m. he gets hit with like his mom's transcribing thing. Like, that would throw me out of whack for a week. This guy,
he jerked off
2
to
more
calm
of these
himself down.
sessions to get out of me before the end of the day.
All my friends from high school just messaged me that my mom fucking
Really cries and jacks off another 2 times. Gotta get this done.
While we're fighting.
I gotta meet my quota.
I got 2 more in the morning, man. I can't slow down now.
Tired. I'm tired.
I'm tired of coming and crying. Oh my God.
The only other thing I will say before we go to the story is porn addiction may be a possible issue for this person.
Yeah.
I will say
probably try more normal stuff.
Wait, you're
Come
telling
on, like
me
vitamins, one a
you're
day.
telling me that when you would rather watch porn than work for a living
I know.
and pull yourself out of the gutter? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I get paid the big bucks. That's why I get paid the big bucks, you know?
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're saying
porn
this
too much.
isn't healthy?
Yeah.
Thanks, Doc. Yeah. How much schooling did you go to to do this job again?
6 years and a 5-year residency.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
6
I was
years?
actually
man.
close. I was just fucking.
And then a 5-year residency, yeah.
Christ.
And we're like naturals at it. We just
like,
knocked out
really
like
good.
what,
I
5
knew
cases?
Kinsey Scale earlier.
We didn't even really let you answer that guy's question, but based on what we triple
we're
team
good.
there, like imagine, would you rather go to one Don Tony or the 3 of us? You get the triple threat here. Who
Yeah.
do you think did a better job? If that guy had walked into your office, do you think it would be you or what we just laid down to him?
Well, the
Vote
amount
now.
of "I'm surprised you didn't kill yourself" statements is not very professional, but the advice itself
What?
of get off your ass and make something of
Yeah.
yourself is actually really solid, and I agree with
No,
that part.
we're surprised and we're saying it didn't even enter his mind. That's what we're
Hey, now,
yeah,
though,
we're
We're
like,
giving
you're
this guy
planting the
ups
seed.
for mental fortitude. This guy's
You're
like
planting
fucking
the seed,
Rambo.
man.
Like you can't break him, dude.
I compare him more to Rocky 3. Okay?
Well, behind the scenes,
Hold
you don't
on a
know
second.
what maybe the person has. Anyway, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't want to tell you that they've been thinking
Yeah.
about it. You don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah, but anyway, if
Nah,
you
dude, you
keep
can't jerk
not
off 4
doing
times
it,
a day
we'll
like
keep
that.
being more impressed. So
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, that is true.
Don't
All right,
you
so
want
had
to
a
make
date.
us, your good friends, impressed? Okay, so yeah, I had a date lined up. I'm no stranger to. I buy oddities. I buy my little things. We don't need to touch on it, but for some reason, collecting these little things just makes me feel like I'm more. I like to have a lived-in home maximalism. Blah blah blah. I like to have my little guys, my things. And I had to go pick up some. God, I feel so fucking ridiculous, stressed like this right now.
This is your date, right?
Me talking about me going on a date while looking like this is almost as unbelievable as this guy not killing himself.
I've heard this. I'm gonna go get a drink. You
Yeah,
keep
go
going.
grab a drink.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway,
I didn't
it's
hear
been
this.
lined up for like a week at this time. It was a classic Hinge, like, and for some reason, I'm in Indianapolis. I've got my range on like 5 miles. I pick up a lot of people from Cincinnati and Ohio and shit. I don't know, probably because I just work through everyone here. You know, I got a real bad porn addiction and jerk off addiction and stuff. And I just matched with this, really cool, very, very pretty person. And we had talked about like, oh yeah, how about next Thursday? Because I was already going to be in Ohio picking up, I think I had a life-size Jawa, and I have an R2-D2 cooler that's really cool that I bought from the Phantom of the Menace movie theater, blah, 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 doesn't matter. I was buying a bunch of shit where I'm like, man, I hope she doesn't have to get in my car at some point, because it looked really insane back there. And I go, I tell her like day before, like, oh, you still down? Like, I know we haven't really talked much. I just figured, we'd save everything for a real life conversation. I'm a lot better conversationally in person. So, oh yeah, everything's still good. I'll see you tomorrow. Here's the restaurant. I get to Ohio, it's like a fucking 2-hour drive. I pick up all my shit. My car is loaded to the fucking brim. I don't even have my passenger seat available. So I'm like, I almost hope this doesn't go well. Or she lives like right by the fucking restaurant. I have to go like 30, 40 minutes deeper into Ohio from the place I'm at. She's like, here's my number. Text me when you get there. Like, okay. I start driving there. I get it takes forever. Not really, like 30, 40 minutes. I get there. I have to find parking. We're aiming for 6 o'clock. I get there at like 5:50. I have to find parking. I'm walking over there at like 5:55. I'm looking at my phone on the walk over there. Just black screen. I'm on like 40% battery because I was already very conscious of, okay, don't let your phone die today. You got a big drive, listen to your podcast, whatever. Don't let it die. It just blacks out. I'm like, okay. And I've got like a 5-minute walk to the restaurant. I'm almost there. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm there now at the time. Like it's the time for the date probably, but I need the text her I'm here. And my phone is just seemingly like died. So I go to the restaurant. I'm like, hey, table for 2 outside, and I'll be right back. I have to run to my car and like try to charge my phone. I guess it died somehow. I sprint back to my car. I charge my phone. Nothing. I find a fast charger in my car. I bring it back to the bar. I'm like, hey, do you mind? Like I explain the situation to the people. I'm like, it's just weird, but like if you see a person kind of looking like they're looking for someone out here, like I'm on a first date, my phone has just died. Fast charger, get your phone to 20% in 5 minutes. I plug it in, not a thing. Normally when your iPhone dies and you hold it down, it'll say like plug in, like it's a little symbol. Not a goddamn thing. My phone is just seemingly bricked out of like it's it's an uncracked fucking iPhone. It's just fine. It's just bricked. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like panicking because it's like 5 minutes after. Like, okay, well, I'm like running through like, well, it can't just be bricked. Like, I'll just let it charge more. I'm sitting out there, I order crab cakes or some, it was crab cakes. I got a beer. I'm sitting out. My waiter knows the situation. He keeps coming over. Like, we're joking about it. And then it just is like 10 minutes after, 15 minutes after. I'm like, this person now just totally thinks I set up this date and then stood them up when I got here. And I'm like, oh my fuck. And I couldn't help but, laugh at the situation. It just felt like of course this shit happens to me. Like, of course, it felt like a shitty, like, sitcom situation. And then I drink my beer. I wait like 30 minutes just in case on the whim she shows up because she was super hot. So, I didn't eat the crab cakes. If she was ugly, I would have, probably eaten them. I eat them cold. And then I walk on this, it's on a trail side. I'm in bumfuck nowhere, Ohio, on some beautiful trail restaurant. I walk the trail, I do what I assume we would have done if the date went well. I walk down by the river. I'm like, this is fucking gorgeous. I make out and over the pants hand job myself. Like I imagine would have happened. I'd come. And then I have to get back to my car. I'm like, I don't have fucking GPS now. And I just have to figure out how to get home. I don't have music. I don't have anything. It's the most solemn 3-hour drive home that took fucking forever. I got all my shit. And I'm just like, this poor girl thinks I stood her up. Like, I feel like an asshole now. And also, like, I'm out here for nothing. I get home, my phone's still fucked. I charge it all night, nothing. Later the next day, I go to the Verizon store. I wait in line. And when it's my turn, my phone just comes back to life. And there's no explanation. Like, I just was embarrassed at that point. So I'm like, no, fuck. Like, yeah, I'll be right back. I go out to my car. I just drive home. My phone's just working. She's unmatched with me on Hinge. And it's like, I still have her number, but it's almost so, like cosmically improbable that just feels fake. Like, I don't even want to explain it to her. At this point, I'd rather just be the villain than be like, my phone completely blacked out for the 11 hours that would have been necessary for this date to happen. And then, because I was even prepared that, I was hoping to get a new phone. And then explain to her, like, I had to get a new phone. But I didn't even have to. My phone's completely fine now.
Fuck are you doing matching with girls like 3 hours away? How far away?
Well, that's what I was saying. It was weird. I get a lot of Cincinnati people. She was just so hot that I'm like, I would drive to fucking...
It was worth the drive.
I'd probably drive to fucking Brian's house, Like, she was just looking
Jesus
real good.
Christ.
And she was, nice or whatever. Fuck. You know what I'm talking about? She had like a personality.
Whatever. On to the good stuff.
Oh, I'm talking about.
On to the other stuff.
And also, I was already going to Ohio. So it was like planned out a week ahead. Like, this will work out fine. And also like a no kind of expectations type thing. Like I live in Indianapolis. It's probably going to be lined up for a one-night stand or something. And just absolutely... like cosmically improbable timing. I had to run through like, is this karma? Like, what have I done lately that would deserve this? I did think back to about a week before where I went out with my friend to the bars and he's like, dude, I forgot my phone at the house. I'm like, don't worry, stick with me. You'll be fine. I ended up ditching him later that night because I found a girl. And then he had to run home through the ghetto. And he said, like, crackheads chased him home. It's like a 6 mile. It's like a 6 mile run home.
He probably fucking shit on your phone.
I had to wait up. He got me back that night, though, because I like told the person, like, I have to wait by the door to see if my roommate could be dead. Like, because I bought him an Uber. Yeah, I bought him an Uber that night. I'm like, dude, it's going to be out in 5 minutes. And then my friends he was with, they're like, dude, he left like 20 minutes ago. And I'm like, oh my fuck. Like the Uber would be home by now. And he came home like an hour later, like sweating, was like, dude, I had to run home through the really bad part of Indy and I got chased a couple times, but like, they're all coming off their shit at 6 a.m. So like, I'm definitely could, outrun them, but he's like, yeah, it was like 6 miles. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, that's
crackhead at 6 a.m. is really petering out. They're running on fumes at that point.
But now that I see it again, man, I'm pretty sure that was maybe my karmic retribution for that event. Is that my night fall
it's not
through.
Great.
And I have to find my way home then without navigation.
Also, the weirder thing, you rock without a case. The balls you have.
No. This is a new. I had a case on it, but I took it off and was like looking at all my shit. And I can't find my case. Oh, I forgot to mention the worst part of the night. Worse than making this girl think I abandoned her. Worse than driving to Ohio for nothing but my R2 cooler and my Jawa. I get home and I fucking open up I get out. I go to the passenger door to get my backpack. The front zipper of my backpack just spills open. My Versace Eros Flame. One of the first things I bought with podcast money.
What is the Versace?
Yeah. It's a cologne.
Flame? Oh,
it shatters.
It was
glass
smell
goes all
years.
around mine and my roommate's tires, and I'm just I couldn't even make an emotion. I was just like, yeah, that seems right tonight. Like I bet a stray bullet paralyzes me in the next 5 minutes. Like what next? It was probably, I don't want to exaggerate, probably one of the worst nights anyone's ever had.
That may be hyperbolic.
Worst thing I've ever heard ever.
Well, I don't know. Imagine a photo of your uncle Leroy falls and crushes the skull of your rat that you have on.
Yeah.
And then you accidentally kick your cat and sever its spine.
I thought the cats had like Tom and Jerry physics. I hit it with a big mallet. What's going on?
He just bounced.
I dropped an anvil on its lower spine. What the hell's going on? Yeah.
Oh, legs don't work.
I pancaked it and then I grabbed its thumb and blew on it and it didn't pop back out. hell?
Have you seen that's how they like skin animals for taxidermy? Like
They drop
they cut like they'll cut like the finger off or whatever, and they put like an air compressor under the skin on the paw, and it just like pushes air in between the muscle layer and the skin layer, and so you can see like these, I don't know, like different
ballooned
little
up?
coyotes and stuff that they're getting the pelts off of. They literally turn them into like that scene from Shrek where he blows up the frog and turns it into a balloon with a little string on it.
Outcast is playing. Yeah, it's sweet. Ugh.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty
gross.
wild.
That's gross
Whoever
as
thought
fuck.
that up though was pretty genius. We just shoot a bunch of air
thing?
up into their.
I'll get an idea.
Yeah, probably the fastest way to skin one of those fucking things.
Balloon animal, you say? That gives me an idea. He's at a circus.
Yeah,
What
came
the
first,
fuck,
the balloon
goddamn, doing that
animal
to
or
a bear? Something when that shit pops on accident, you gotta be careful.
It's got a bunch of bear guts in it.
Yeah. And you gotta lick up your face with one big tongue whirl. Like a cartoon.
Like
I like.
you talk about
Sorry,
cartoon
Sam.
physics so much. Someone posted on the subreddit just. Someone had done graffiti where they painted a train tunnel, and then someone actually tried to drive down it and they wrecked their car.
Oh god.
And they were like,
think that
"Oh,
shit's
that's
so
funny!" And so
funny.
they just posted it on the subreddit because they
that's
knew we'd
hilarious.
laugh at it. That is really funny though. They probably killed some 85-year-old man. Oh, it's a tunnel! I didn't know they put one here.
Oh, I'm going in the tunnel. I have to hold my breath for it. Pop! He just explodes. Yeah. Well, cartoons are
Well,
really
hey,
checked.
very
funny.
relevant
Oh.
to your, since you were talking about one night stands and stuff. This is for therapy. This guy wrote in.
Oh,
his
no,
name's
it's not.
Brown. He said,
Okay.
I've had a girlfriend for over a year, and whenever we're together, things are always great, but I keep thinking maybe it's not, and I think it's because I'm missing out on hookup culture. I know that I'm thinking this, and it's unfair to her because she hasn't done anything wrong. Am I wrong for feeling this way? How should I continue with the situation? You're married. He's a therapist. Poob is probably getting play, so he can be the counter argument, and Brian can click his pin. Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so we all have our roles here. I'm
Yep.
also married as well. Been married for, many years. Yeah.
Me too.
So you're having hookup FOMO. I've been there because
Yeah.
it's a late bloomer into the whole role of relationships and everything. It
Who's
can
saying I'm not
definitely
having hookups, though,
be-
is what I don't like.
Well, I couldn't be Sam.
Abby,
I don't think, because when I then caught up, I was like, I have to experience everything I missed out on. Whereas you're like, Abby's my girl. That's awesome. I just never found my Abby quite yet, I guess.
Yeah.
See, I think when you find someone and there really is that connection, it's better than any one night stand anyway.
No, yeah, I don't think a hookup culture is really. It's not.
Have
worth
you
it in
guys
any
ever
regard.
had emotional sex?
What is that?
The fuck?
Like where you like love the person that
cry in
you're
your pillow.
having
I've-
sex with?
I've had sex where it wasn't
Yeah.
just with the intent. It's like, yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, it was more like, this is beautiful. Like this is.
Yeah.
Also, it's like
it's beautiful sex beats the shit out of.
Yeah, it's like
what's
I'm like
this lady's
looking at
name
my
again?
awesome hard cock, and
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so beautiful and awesome. So awe-inspiring when someone unsheathes me is what I call it. My dog penis, my red rocket comes
Pinocchio
out.
cock that comes,
Yeah.
The lipstick,
comes
yeah.
up like a monolith out of your body.
This looks like a fucking Pinocchio hat, or his creator, or whatever his name is.
Gestapo or whatever.
It looks like
Gestapo.
Gestapo hat.
Gazpacho, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Macho,
honestly
eh?
grateful that I missed out on the online dating thing. Like, I've never used any of those like dating apps. I'm really grateful for that. It sounds miserable. All my
Some of
friends
it
I know that
are fun, but yeah, it's
the one
dare I
night
say,
stands
double-edged
existed
sword.
before that, though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, I do like.
Yeah,
I always
man.
prefer just like going out and meet someone at a meet cute, mayhaps,
I have
or
seen.
just like they're a hot bartender and you like tip really well.
And they just rip the
Yeah,
clothes
and then
off.
they-
Has that happened to you?
As always. Yeah.
My ex was a hot bartender, so that's why I
Yeah,
said that.
okay, gotcha.
You just have to keep tipping and then follow them home over and over and over, dear listener. They will work
You
out.
need to make sure
not at
though
all
you
what he
can't
was
be the
worried about.
same
He was-
person in her life. Like you want her to see you and
one
go
day you
like,
got a mustache. One day you don't. You got to go
a police uniform. You want to be the cable guy fixing her phone lines. You want to be
garbage guy.
the garbage guy.
Yeah.
Duke Energy.
Uh-huh.
Dude.
An out of town
Oh,
carny.
and when
I
the
don't know any-
cameras come into play, that's when you're the plumber going in to fix the leak. The super sent you in, you know? I know she
Dude.
didn't call for a plumber. This is a preventative maintenance kind of thing. You go in there and you set up the Wi-Fi cameras. These are the ways that
Right
you
under her
bag the
bidet.
woman over time. Don Tony, you can attest to this. You're married. That's how you got yours, right?
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Did you? Okay, this
Right
is.
as well.
I'm not going to go off topic yet entirely because we got to help this guy. But did you
Yeah.
see that video of the Duke Energy guy going up to like door to door and he called the guy the N word?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
The solar
insane.
panels guy.
You understand? Don Tony's going out. He's
Oh.
like, hey, we're just going. He was like, the line for Duke Energy. He's like, we're just going around to different neighbors, and he just said the
Yeah,
N
but
word to a
he's-
black guy, and then the guy's like,
Yeah.
shuts the door on him, and you just see him on the camera go over to the side, and he's like, oh fuck, and he's like,
Yeah,
he's like
he
rubbing
was
his
so
head. He's
screwed.
like,
Yeah.
oh fuck,
Yeah.
I can't.
And then he looks back and sees the ring doorbell and goes, oh,
Yeah, he's like,
he's covering up. Oh, they're going to
That's
see
it.
my Duke Energy logo. Oh,
Oh, what? So I'm
Yeah.
canceled now for calling a guy an N-word in his home?
oh no, I
the
got something on
slip.
my desk.
An honest mistake.
That
But
is
yeah,
not an
whoever
honest
wrote
mistake.
in,
That's just
a
guy
bird
just-
in the hand
Oh,
is worth
yeah.
more than two in the bush, right? Is that the saying?
yeah, one in the hand, two in the bush. But I've noticed if you can fit two hands in
Yeah,
someone's
don't take your
bush,
pussy
that's
on
a
demand for
beaver.
granted.
All right, you're back in
Oh,
the
Jesus.
70s. You get two hands in that bush.
Yeah. But yeah,
know
hang
what
on to
I'm
what you
saying.
have because it's a scary world out
No,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
forever. If you feel like a relationship's becoming like
Even if it's
predatory
like
and
7th
unbalanced,
grade.
yeah.
Like-
Hold on to it forever because the fear of being alone
Never
is
leave.
way
Yeah.
better
It's
than the
just
constant
crushing,
hell
Yeah.
that you're.
Even if she's like a cold bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like you anti-fun, like just stick with her because you're
And she's
probably,
been putting rat poison in your
Yeah.
food every
Yeah.
day.
Well,
Yeah.
he said that she was nice and did nothing wrong, right? Like, didn't he say like he's happy with her, but he
my
just feels like
doctor's
maybe
very
there's
concerned
other.
about the heavy metals that are in my bloodstream. And he says like, "Have you been drinking Drano or something? Because it seems like you've been drinking Drano."
My wife just makes me
What
a
the fuck are you
latte
talking
every
about?
Am I
morning.
having a
talking
stroke?
about?
And
What-
I
what-
think
what?
I
Oh,
think
Sam.
What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
think Abby
Abby
might.
poisoning
Yeah,
him.
she's poisoning me slowly.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Well,
So I was like, I'm having
yeah.
a
I'm
stroke.
fucking retarded.
She's
I think
the
me
one
and Poob
making
are the only
lattes.
people on the same page.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
Yes, I
about.
often think about poisoning people.
That's not good when Poob's right on board with what you're talking about.
I thought you
I
went on to
get
the
it.
next
I'm
Normal
question.
people are
Poison.
like, oh, where the you lost me.
Yeah, I thought you went ahead and went on to the next question or something.
No.
I was confused.
We can't start this dialogue about normal people
No,
versus
he
Poob,
talked
okay?
about the dude that jerked off 4 times. Like, he kept coming back to that. All right, you know he's not gonna drop a subject.
I do
You
have
know.
a. Well, wait. That was the guy. Hold on. Wait.
Okay,
There
yeah,
was this dude
and
that.
you know what? Yeah,
But anyway,
don't
stay
leave
with
her.
your yes.
There you go.
Yeah,
Next question.
Don't
Yeah,
leave
stay
her
with
unless
her.
like there becomes some genuine
Or cheat and see how you feel. I don't know. Fuck it.
Hey,
you
then
know?
you can have both.
or break
Yeah.
up with her before you go to pursue other things.
It is
Don't cheat on
insane.
her.
Yeah, say-
okay,
Yeah.
for example, Don Tony.
Yeah. Ask for a break and then
If someone
get
comes
all
to you and
out.
goes like, "I have a great job. All right, got a great job, but I'm feeling like I need to switch it up. I want to
kind of job?
pursue my passion of horticulturalism or whatever." Would you say quit your job cold turkey and jump into horticulturalism? Or would you say, why don't you spend some time during your day? Like, and go and just get like a little greenhouse and potted plants and kind of work on it, build up over time. Why wouldn't the same apply to a relationship? Why?
Is this a good analogy?
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to do an analogy.
He's trying.
Well, he loves analogies. So.
Yeah.
He's trying very
Yeah.
hard.
Well,
I mean, is it really the same though?
I think it's 100% the same. Then
So
you
what the
can
hell,
keep your
what
long.
the hell's a green? What's a greenhouse in this scenario?
I'm
What,
saying,
what,
I'm
open
saying your
relationship?
main job
is he
being
gonna-
your current wife or girlfriend, and then your love of horticulturalism
And having
being
a
like
side piece.
the
side
new.
hoe. So get Tinder.
break
Yeah.
up with your girlfriend.
Okay.
Quit your job before you get another one.
Get an Ashley Madison.
Quit
Is it
your
called
job
Ashley
before you
Madison? Yeah,
even
they got
start
one for
sending
you
out
guys.
resumes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, see, with jobs,
unless I'm giving career advice, then don't do that.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna
if we're
say,
talking about
yeah.
an analogy,
Yeah.
I'd probably fuck the boss and then quit. Yeah, probably
Like a boss.
69 your boss, if that helps.
Okay. Wait, and
See,
so
with
in that analogy,
jobs-
is that like fucking your wife's mom?
Yeah, what the
Yes.
f? do you-
Wait, what? It's too mental now. We're in too much
Yeah,
of a mental game.
I don't even-
See if you like what she'll become in 40 years. That's sex with their
We're
mom.
getting
That's an
If you
investment.
like that, if her mom's hot, you know she's gonna be hot forever. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
mom's busted, get out. That's
Yeah,
all
so
Mom
to this
gotta say.
guy, have sex with your girlfriend's mom. I think. Is what
Yeah,
we're
I think that's
saying.
where we landed. I think that's where we landed. Yeah.
It's a good medium
And let
ground,
her
right?
have sex with your
Win-win-win.
dad.
It's only fair.
Naturally, yeah. Gotta keep things
Equal rights at this point, right? Yeah. It's 2022, man. That is a cute ass dog, by the way.
Thanks. I call this Pip 8 because he's the 8th one I found
Guess
and
why.
changed out.
Yeah.
He's
Wait,
got
I
a
wish
good
people would
iteration.
say their age too on these. Because like this guy's age plays a huge part into this. Is he almost
Oh, yeah.
30? Or is
Is
he,
he, like,
Oh,
True.
how old
is
is
he
he?
like 18?
Is he-
You know?
That's a good point.
Yeah, if he's
good
like
point.
if he's like 14, 15, yeah, like
Cut it.
yeah,
Cut
just
it
leave.
off. Yeah, go.
Yeah,
get out there.
Get out.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, if he's like a full grown adult, you know, yeah.
I've read some hilarious stories of people that try to have open relationships. And they're like, oh, honey, let's just have an open relationship, thinking that they're going to go slay puss on the side. And then they end up having the open relationship, and their wife
laid.
gets
The way he's just getting
fucking
digged down. Yeah.
trains ran on her. She's got constant dudes in the DMs, and they have nothing.
She's got
they
a
got
number
nothing.
system outside the
They
door.
got just like
Just-
fucking used up bitches on Tinder, and that's it.
With
Yeah, that
kids.
want you to
No,
watch
better-
their
you gotta love
kids.
my
Yeah.
kids.
We'll
Yeah.
babysit my kids for a couple hours, and also give you a hand job or whatever
Yeah.
as payment. Yeah, so
That
I would
sounds
definitely.
I love those memes about like I left like my one night stands place, like how to explain like her little brother's PlayStation 5 controller fell out of my pocket when I was on the way out the door or whatever. Oh shit, like his copy of 2K fell out of my pants. Like, love the idea of just like hooking up with people and stealing their family shit.
Taking their game.
Oh man.
Like stealing their kids stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's funnier to grab like his shit. Like
I would
his fucking
yeah,
shoes
very-
come out, they don't even fit you. They're just like, oh god.
Rob.
Yeah, stealing it's fun, dude. It's like free stuff. You know?
So I'm fixated on this dog. How old is your dog?
Just turned 2 on 9/11.
Aw. That's cute.
Disaster, baby. He
Yeah.
doesn't even know what happened on his birthday. He thinks it's all about
the
him.
wars.
Does he hurt
What?
you?
A little, yeah. He's like where I am at all times, you know. And he's very on the heel.
Yeah, that's
I've
what
almost
heard.
fallen
Yeah.
down. When I die, it'll probably be because I fucking trip over him on my stairs. You'll see.
Break your
Yeah,
neck.
he's very hard to see at times. Very low to the ground. He's no, he's become. I've noticed more fearful lately. I don't know what that is. Are you a dog psychologist at all?
You scream at him all the
No,
time. and
well, even I think if I screamed at him more and more, like it's
be
more of like
desensitized to it
like
at
I'm
that
in the
point, probably.
shower.
Yeah.
and he-
That's what they tried to do with those World War I PTSD people. It didn't work for
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
Stop being scared.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like he just barks at any goddamn noise lately, or he'll start going like "Rrr, rrr, rrr," if he hears like someone ring the doorbell. I think
Is he
he's
trying to
just kinda-
vocalize? Does he? Can you make out any words that he's saying?
He's somebody help me! He's got me in here.
Yeah, I guess.
Has he been
like,
socialized?
Anytime there's a doorbell ring, he's like, "I'm in here! I'm in here! Please."
Yeah.
Has he been
Socialize.
socialized though? Like
He's
with
not,
kinda
like,
has,
he's not
right?
very well socialized, but he's good with all like my parents' dogs and stuff. But
He had a
he
roommate,
was
though,
a
for a while,
COVID.
didn't
Oh,
he?
he's really good with like people and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
He's
what
like
I mean. Not
a
other dogs.
COVID
yeah.
winter dog though, so he's a little territorial with other dogs, which is unfortunate. Like, if they come here, it's a lot
What's his
different than if I
sign?
bring them.
What's his-
September 11th.
September
That's
11th,
actually
dude.
that brings
Yeah.
me in. I was
He's a
because we were
total,
talking about
Virgo.
online
Virgo?
dating earlier.
Yeah.
I got a message like when I went to go get my beer of someone was like, what day were you born? I'm like, oh, fuck. And I tell them, they're like, this does not bode well because, I'm a Gemini. And I'm like, oh, God, here we go. What are your thoughts on astrological signs?
It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Hell yeah.
But, like, what? It's
like, what is your opinion on the people
really lean into
that
them
like
and,
it? Yeah.
like, kind of prejudge. But Sam is so a Leo. Let's be real. But and I'm quite the Gemini. But it is weird when people, like, really use them to judge people.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
like,
I mean,
preemptively,
it's
it's
ridiculous.
insane.
People should be judged on more concrete things that are easily
what they look
visual.
like.
Yes.
What you
Skin
were
color.
gonna say visually?
Nation of origin, things like that.
Face.
Yeah.
Ugly or hot is what I judge people.
Yeah.
Does it have Down syndrome?
Big
Does it not have Down
outline,
syndrome?
small. I want weight. Yeah.
big, yeah.
All that.
All the legs are there. All the appendages.
I don't give a
Is it-
shit about when you're
is it
born,
can
though.
move?
Like, the sign doesn't matter.
1900.
Yeah.
I don't care when you were born. 2012.
Yeah.
That's what Sam said. He said it does not
Yeah,
matter
that's a
the
quote from
date
Sam.
you were born. But we joke.
Just a
We have a
number,
lot
yeah.
of fun here.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But no,
yeah,
it's
Don
bullshit.
Tony, would you?
It's bullshit.
What are you? What's your sign?
My birthday is Valentine's Day, so I guess that's like an Aquarius.
Oh.
Honestly, I pick up a little bit of Aquarius vibes off you.
You
So
do, yes, of
it makes
course.
sense.
Yes.
Yeah,
One of my good friends is an Aquarius. Actually, this ring right here,
That
I
rings an
love-
Aquarius.
it says Aquarius on it.
She give that to
Whoa.
him.
Yeah,
look at that.
Ring.
That is a
Well,
pimp
I
ass ring.
did kind of
ring.
originally buy it as a gift. I'm like, damn, this is kind of badass. And then I
He
just started
kept
wearing it. I'm like, well, fuck him. Because, Gemini. And then, people see it at a bar and be like, oh, what is that? Oh, my God, you're an Aquarius? I'm like, no. And you can very instantly tell what someone's opinions are on astrology, whether they go, oh, that's funny, or they're like, what the fuck? Like, stolen
Yeah.
valor?
You
Like,
dare wear
I
the
think you're a
sign
Gemini.
of
it really feeds
What
them.
are the traits of a Gemini?
Yeah.
The negative
apparently a little
ones.
fucking
Yeah,
Yeah, a little
Deception.
deception. Well, it's like it's
Deceptive
supposed to be
Like
like
the
a
Ravenclaw of
personalities.
houses.
yeah.
for
People say like
astrology.
two-faced or whatever, blah blah blah.
I could see that.
But also, it's
I
like
could see that,
Andre
yeah,
3000 Gemini. Like, what are you trying to
That guy's
say about
two-faced.
him? You
Yeah.
know, that's what. Like, you got something bad to say about Andre 3K? Like, what is that? You know.
I took a
And actually-
Jungian personality test, and it said that my closest personality was Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
It's not good.
What the fuck? You're a
Yeah.
machine.
You
You're
have
an
Andre
inspiration to women
3000 for
across
the-
astrology,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
my Jungian assessment has determined that I am in line with Hillary Clinton.
You know,
And
I'm
both are probably
actually.
valid.
I'm not run through, but I do know my big three, and my number 2 is a Leo, also Sam. So that's maybe why we cross paths sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like we.
What's a
Leo-
big three? Is
like
that
a
like a
bad
bad concoction,
pairing?
Megan?
No,
Yeah.
big 3 is. Oh God, dude, I hate that.
Hey, for
Listen,
someone that
Why do
despises
you know all
astrology,
this?
you
Yeah,
seem-
you
you seem to
fucking
be
You know a
well
lot
versed.
about it, yeah.
We should get an
Yeah.
astrologist on
make
here.
a big. No, that'd be awesome. But
Yeah. That would be
actually a good
make a
idea
big
for your
guess.
Now we can actually have a fucking learned person on here for once.
Make a big guess.
Talk about
A
Someone
girl,
that will give us some goddamn concrete answers about our life.
girl I really liked was in
You'll get some
astrology,
concrete bullshit
so,
for
yeah,
sure.
I know my big 3, and it's just like it's your. I don't even want to say it's embarrassing. It's your, but I will. It's your main one. It's like your sun, your moon, and your. I can't remember the
Stars?
third. There's a third one. Yeah, maybe stars, and it's like it's. They all have they have their own thing. Each of them that can be worked into anything. Like, oh yeah, I do exhibit being nice sometimes, and I do lie at other times. But I know Leo is like you like to be kind of the center of attention. You like kind of
like
it's
to
kind of like
breathe.
a spotlight, type thing. Like you
Vague
kind of like to be,
things.
a little. Well, that's
Yeah.
like the negative connotation.
Carbon based.
It's honestly, it's
Carbon, yeah.
apparently I hear a lot about it's mainly really hot people. So
Oh, what for Leos?
yeah, that's kind of the online connotation. So maybe I'm starting to see in a new light. Okay. Oh! Damn!
Yeah,
chance
right.
to know
A
your
little
big
Tom
3.
of Finland action.
You're probably a triple Leo looking at you.
Whoa.
I mean, we did establish he's the hottest guy with Down syndrome. Like,
yeah.
that
Bro,
is
that makes
the
sense.
hottest
He's
ever.
on magazines.
That makes sense that you then would be a Leo.
There has to be. Okay, so you know the guy that plays Tyrion? What's his name?
His real
Yeah.
name?
Oh, wait. His name is
Peter
Peter
Dinklage.
Dinklage. You know what? Like Peter Dinklage is to midgets. Like he's like a very handsome small person. There has to be.
They're called Shrinkies, Sam. It's
There has to be an
Yeah,
equivalent
Shrinky
for
Winky is
Down
actually the
syndrome
full
people.
name.
Who's the Peter Dinklage?
Honestly, I think
Down
he's been
syndrome
on my
people.
TikTok timeline a couple times. My TikTok For You page is very curated, very specific.
What is there like? Is there like a hunky Giga Chad Down syndrome guy?
Down syndrome guy,
15
yeah.
different creators of that range. And yeah, there's some of
Just
this. It's
completely
dude, it's
swole.
like it never ceases to amaze me how awful people are in the comment sections of TikTok and
I'm
you know
sure.
anywhere online. But it almost feels way worse. Like there'll just be a Down syndrome person that can just speak a little, you know, like a little more clearly than you typically see, and they're like every comment's like bro specced out on speech, or like bro got the update patch, and it's like that comment on every single one of their videos. And
What
any
the
person,
fuck?
like, I don't know why, maybe because I like some of the content, because I'm supporting a lot of my For You page is like special needs people in the comments. It's like, how can you just be a person and comment this shit directly? Like,
Onto their
it's
shit,
one
yeah.
thing, it's still horrible. It's one thing to make like a behind the back comment about it and be like, this guy's fucking funny. It's just to like send that shit to his phone. Like that's
It's because there's
just,
no accountability. I mean, it's why
I know, but
everyone's
it's
an
just like
asshole
the
online.
accountability is like your soul. Like it's like being a good person. Like I don't know.
agree.
It's just it's really it's astonishing some of the comments you see.
Well,
And then the people will
someone
reply
could
to
A
them.
lot of the people on
misconstrue that.
TikTok are fucking like little teenagers. They fucking little.
Yeah, I know.
You
It's
could
true.
do
Yeah.
like back ass word logic and think that is a compliment. You know, like have you ever seen those
but-
people in
but
the
what about
South
the
that are
people-
just
Think
like
that-
What
they're
about the comments that are
racist
like-
as fuck, but they don't get it? Where they're like, "Oh, you speak really good for a black person." Like, you asked me a question. You didn't say, "Can I ask you a question?" You know. Have you ever heard someone?
Are you speaking from familiar experience?
Yes. Yeah, there's people
Okay.
like that all the time in the South where they're just like they're ignorant and they don't know what they're saying is fucked up. You know?
No.
Yeah.
But I think you know it's fucked up if you're like, damn, this boy like put no specs on fucking looks at all. Totally
Yeah,
specked
or
out on.
brains.
Yeah. This guy can't do math, but he can talk good. And it's like, it's just, I'll have to, I mean, but I love those creators, but the comments, yeah, are
type
just,
shit. No.
it's really weird that there's different, it's like, I've noticed there's no pattern to it. It's certain people like that will post, all the comments are like, we love you, like keep making music.
Yeah.
And then it's like, there's a guy on I get him all the time. He's very obviously like on a spectrum of some sort or something. And he's the worst singer I've ever seen. But it's
He
like
knows his own
the
kind.
guy genuinely is just trying. Like he's out there putting his singing out there. There's not a goddamn nice comment to be seen. Every comment's like, you're never going to make it singing. You're a dumb piece of shit. And it's like, just let the guy fucking try. Like, let him, like, what harm is he doing? Sounding awful. Like, I'm not going to comment and be like, you're the
just
next
scroll
Michael
past.
How
Jackson.
close
better,
is he?
dude.
How close is he to being horrible?
He's not
Yeah.
good, but he's not like
Good at
he's not
all.
like screeching or something. Like it's
That's
to
the
a point
problem.
where it's
You
like-
have to be hilariously bad for someone to
Yes.
give you fake positivity, where they go like,
It's
"Man,
just like-
you'll make it."
Yeah.
But if you're just like average dog shit, they're gonna be like, "Dude, like, come on."
just like
This
But
is fucking horrible.
It's
Dude,
the
I
idea
don't
of
know.
why not just scroll past? Like, I get
Yeah.
what Creep's saying. It's the idea of like, why do you got to be a cunt?
I
Like,
just
just
feel
scroll
like
past.
even when I was
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
my worst, like most edgy teenager, I still would never like have the gall to comment on something like that and be like, "Get fucked, idiot! Like you suck." Blah, blah, blah. Like I would just like shit talk him behind his back. But
Plus
it's like,
ratio, bitch.
yeah. Now check me out. I'm gonna sing better than you on your own song.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's just like, why even comment anything? You know,
Yeah,
I've just got an
scroll.
idea. If you don't have anything nice
Hey
to
haters,
say,
back the fuck off.
don't say anything
Alright?
at all. I just thought of that. It's
Genius.
actually pretty wise
You should trademark that. Put it on a mug or something.
with my other invention, the Kinsey Scale.
Yeah, and maybe give it a nice,
Slowly hoping
name,
my internet comes back. I think
Well,
it's
like the-
going.
like the
I
platinum
think it's
score.
gone.
out.
I hear
I
you.
hear
I
you,
mean, it's
Sam.
been like 3
Yeah, I hear you.
hours.
I look
It's been
fine.
lagging every once in a while, but yeah,
I mean,
I still hear you.
You look perfectly
Yeah,
good.
you
Yeah,
robotic.
just
You
been sitting there.
roboticized a couple times, but do you have any
Oh,
pet? You have
there
any
he
pets,
is.
Brian?
2 cats.
Oh, nice cat person.
not
There you go.
Both paralyzed.
Yeah, but I got mad 2 times, and that was it.
I used to have 2 rats.
I'm
I
I used to have 2 rats and 2 cats.
I'm back. Fuck.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
2
my
cats,
Go
4
XLR
wheels.
crashed. That's what it was. I thought I was like lagging, but it was failing to like pick up your guys'
the damn-
voices for some of it. It sounded a lot like lag.
Damn, Go XLR.
Yeah. I do have another. I don't know if you
shit
guys,
company.
if that fucked up the
give us
tempo.
another one.
Okay,
No,
okay.
give another
Nah,
one.
I'm good.
Yo, your
yeah.
phone's all cracked. Wait, show me your phone. It's all cracked. Look
Oh, on the back? Yeah, my daughter ripped
Yeah,
off
what
a lot
happened?
of the rubber on the back because she's a.
Oh.
What a
She got a hold of
savage.
it and like a little rodent.
She's like a little
nibbled
Jackie
it.
Kennedy.
Yeah,
I heard a frame would help her. Just hit her in the head with a frame.
yeah, she's
Put her back into place.
kind of a strange one. But anyways, okay, so this guy gave us some pertinent information. He said, "My name's Jacob, and I'm 20 years old." He got recently put on very strong antidepressants.
Okay.
There's
It'll
one
work.
small problem that's been driving me insane.
He can't get it up. He has low sex drive.
That is a problem.
He cannot nut. He hasn't
Yep, that's
even.
that's a side effect.
Oh, called
he,
it.
he hasn't
Called it.
nutted in 3 months.
Ooh.
That's
It's gonna
they're
explode.
that will heat up
Yeah.
at the-
yeah,
you're-
they're gonna pop.
You really got to pick your poison. Do you want to be the guy that canned up for 3 months, or do you want to
Why
be the guy
don't you
that
be
jerks
the
off 4
guy
times a
whose
day?
mom is transcribing his
paraded.
arguments? He's
Yeah.
depressed as shit, but he's
Yeah.
still fucking pumping out
You
4
need that
big
stress
ones.
in your life,
That's
dude.
a good
Yeah,
one.
the more
Would you
shit-
rather? Yeah. Who would you rather be, Jacob
Yeah.
or the goddamn Facebook mom?
I think the other guy's
transcriber?
name was
Man,
Jacob
yeah.
too. The
Oh
two
my God.
Jacobs.
It's yin and yang.
The grass is always greener on the other
I
side,
can't
man.
stop jerking off.
You want to be
I got it.
coming and depressed, or
Do we know this isn't
I
like a
wish I
M
could
Night
go.
Shyamalan twist? It's the same dude.
yeah?
Are we sure these are 2
It's
different
like a
people?
Stranger Things
There you
moment
go.
where they look through the mirror and they see each other's lives. Oh,
They're identical twins split at birth. One can't jerk
What's
off.
one
What's
took
the
all
key
the cum,
what's
the
the
other
key
one took
difference?
all the.
Yeah.
I guess no, they're both depressed. Never mind. They're both their lives suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah, one's
Yeah,
medicated.
I thought
mean,
it
you
was
can't lose
happiness
that,
or
yeah.
coming was the 2 options.
Happiness is jerking off like at most once a day. It sounds like maybe
So-
once a month.
Yeah, Don Tony, what's your
I'm just
like
joking.
the
How much do you
standard?
jerk
What's
off?
the therapist recommended amount of masturbations you can do in a
what's
week?
Normal.
Yeah.
In a week?
Yeah. What's a
Yeah,
or a day?
Dude, I
Concrete
don't know
number.
what like you want a concrete number?
not a range. I don't want like blank to blank. I'm just saying like dead on. What is the amount that is healthy and safe, and where my face won't get stuck in a certain way or something?
I'd say 7 times a week.
7
Once a
times a
day.
week.
Yeah,
Once a day.
one a day, baby.
Yeah, once a day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like your vitamins.
It's healthy. It's good for you.
I
And,
won't
like,
go
I mean,
blind with
honestly,
7 times a week.
No, but your palms
No.
may start to get a little hairy, but you can just get, you can just shave it.
Okay,
You can just put some
dude, you could do.
nair.
I don't see how that's bad. Like a hairy palm, you could do
down there.
like.
Spider-Man had hairy palms. So he could climb walls.
If you wanted to slap someone, you could get it wet, and then it'd be like extra.
Oh God, gross!
Oh,
Like
yeah,
long
just-
hair
You would-
coming out of it.
You would have so
Just
much
whip 'em.
extra weight because of how wet it is. I imagine like a big like Grinch hand, like furry.
Yeah, with like tufts coming off the edges.
Yeah, the ends of your fingers.
Yeah.
But is that the whole question? Just like they just wanted to
No, it
inform
goes
us about
into
their
him
lack of
banging his girl and not able to come and stuff. And he's like, it's
Okay.
affecting my relationship and everything. And
Switch
Well,
medication.
Yeah,
she's
that's what I
coming.
would say. Is
You-
go talk
and
to
he
your
said,
doctor.
he's like, I'm talking like I can't even masturbate and come. Like he
Yeah.
can't even.
No.
What would I can't even imagine what that'd be like. Like you
Not
just
coming.
keep jerking
It'd be
it
frustrating.
and you
Constant
never,
blue ball.
Like, what if you
Yeah.
watched really weird porn as you tried that?
Yeah.
Maybe try
Have you
watching
tried femboys
obscure
and
porn.
traps or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
So I think Brian's 100% correct on this. Go to your doctor, tell him you have that side effect. They'll probably switch the medications. Yeah.
No, watch femboy porn. Brian's 100% right on that.
That's the part. That's
Google Tom of Finland.
That's not gonna hurt.
Tell us whether or not you can come.
Google Tom of Finland and put all your biases
Try it
aside.
out a little bit, see
Genuinely
how it
appreciate
feels.
the art.
Yeah.
Okay. And
You need to pay attention to that shit. You can't shade that good unless you're a true artist. That guy does incredible, like the gloss coming off those leather jackets and pants and everything. It's insane. It's
Tony,
great.
fix me. When I drink alcohol and I see someone hit a vape, I want it. What is that? I want to hit your vape so bad.
You smoke cigarettes there, right?
I wish I could go, let me hit that. Like,
It's just because you
regularly?
paired
No.
them. Like for me, it was always like if I had a drink, I had to smoke. Yeah.
Well, if I'm in a bar and I see someone with a cigarette, I'm popping them a $5 bill for a couple ciggies. So, oh, it's fun. Oh, God.
Best way to beat seasonal depression. Is that a thing? Seasonal depression?
Yeah, it is a thing.
Put yourself into
They
a
call it
coma.
heavily
SAD,
affected
seasonal
by that.
affective disorder.
Yeah.
I think it hits me, dude. It's in Indiana. It's already got so little going on,
Bleak,
and then
yeah.
you get to like 3 months where the sky's gray and there's nothing on the trees. It just makes you feel so. Like the days that fall into days, especially when you're guys like us that don't have, guys like me, no fucking schedule. Goddamn winter is just like the big gray. It's just like,
I kind of
So
get
I'd
it.
really love to hear, Don Tony, what's the cure? Go
Yeah.
to San Diego with your friends?
That's not gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Some routine and structure, maybe it'd be good. Get some sunlight.
The sun's asleep
What about
by like
house
6
plants?
o'clock.
What about a grow light?
What?
No, houseplants are nice, but it's like, are
So,
all my plants gonna die during the winter?
I've heard about light therapy. I don't know if it's legitimate or not, but I have
I mean, because
heard that
that's
there's
the source of it, right?
allegedly-
Is the light, the lack of light, the
That's
tone
what they
of light?
say. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
the lack of life.
Well,
So just sit
Where
under
are
one
all
of
the
those fucking
squirrels?
like.
And
Where
that
are all
too,
the
you don't hear
birds?
the
Easy
chirping.
life.
It's dead out there. Mosquito Joe has
Yeah,
made
it's
me
fucking
depressed
super
because he
quiet.
has eradicated any chirping
Yeah,
cicadas from my.
seasonal depression in a place that has one season. What the fuck?
Yeah, I have no idea what you guys are talking about because it stays the
Sounds like
exact
Fallout.
same here. It just goes from like short sleeves to like maybe a hoodie, and then you take that shit off the second you get inside.
No, yeah, it does. But also, it's like I like to think I like the seasons. I like the change. My mom is a very winter. Like my mom loves winter. Christmas is her favorite. Halloween.
That's what it's
She
about, man.
I love that transition into fall. Like I almost feel like tonight. I mean, it's already kind of late, but like I love. I'm from Indiana. Southern Indiana is got a very heavily like tourist dependent, like on the fall seasons. I love watching a little pumpkin movie or something.
who goes to Indiana
No,
for
you
tourism?
are off your
No.
rocker.
Yeah,
No, okay,
I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
a lot of Southern Indiana into Kentucky, into Illinois
Who
and
goes
stuff.
to-
No, okay, you would be surprised.
You
People
know
go
I
to
lived
fucking
around there, right?
the most-
Industry is
surprised.
bad
Okay.
in an area if
okay,
your max of
yeah,
industry is tourism.
all right, stop, cut back in.
Yeah,
And
we're
so
good
that's
now.
when I made the girl come like 20
That what?
times.
Damn, man, that's
you guys-
impressive.
Yeah, and
Whoa.
also
You red rocketed
Indiana
all over
doesn't have
that.
any tourism. I was wrong.
Doesn't even care that he was
Yeah,
related.
actually, I was wrong about that. Indiana, no one ever went there. Brian, cut that out. So, cut that out. You didn't. No, she's a little distant. So, great grandmother. It doesn't really at that point. It's like how much blood's in me. But
And I think we've lost Sam. He's down the
yeah,
Finland rabbit
Yeah.
hole here.
Huh?
Wait, are you like? Is he linking shit, or can you see the
no,
reflection?
you can
on his
just tell when
glasses?
he goes out. It's
I can just
completely
tell, yeah,
disinterested.
he's-
It's like at 90% of
His
the time.
tongue
I
comes
know.
out.
I have been
Yeah.
up since like 6 a.m. It is now
Okay.
12.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
the
that's
6
pretty
a.m.
late.
part, but the 12 part.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
I mean,
you know,
well, we should give it a more ceremonious end.
we should.
Okay, well, don't say it like that.
Hold on.
That insinuated like we should, but we won't.
No. I did
Yeah.
have like one more. Maybe we could do
Okay,
it with
one
a
more, okay.
final,
Oh,
a
okay.
final
Yeah,
fix
let's do
them
it.
up,
All
a
right.
mental
So-
fix them up.
Cut everything out we just said before, and then now seamless cut back in.
Oh wait, this is the guy about hookup culture. Yeah, we told you just kill her and move on.
Yeah, have sex with her mom.
That was Don Tony. I was like, you should break up. And
No,
Don
I
Tony's
think,
like, you should be the last thing she experiences.
no, I think what we said was if you're 18 or under, maybe look at moving on. If you're like a 30-year-old dude, be happy with what you have and content. Yeah.
And try having an open relationship.
And try to see if she likes the Patreon. See if she can get her subscribed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
That fixes things.
And get her friends on it. Get everyone.
There's only one left and it's not good, so don't worry about it.
Well, maybe now we can talk about your porn addiction.
This one's also about me. It just says, "Does Sam have signs of gender dysmorphia?" But I don't think so. So
I saw a good one online.
That was the only question. I thought you like vetted
I did. There was 21 of them. We went through 21 of them.
No, we did not go
yes,
through.
we did do.
We went through 7, maybe 8. What did we go through?
There was there's some stinkers in there I got rid of where it was people like, "Oh, my life sucks."
Yeah.
There's a lot. There are just hard answers, dude. Where the guy's just like, "I have a dead-end job, and I'm just scared about like money and everything," and it's like,
well, just tell them
real life problems suck. I want more about the picture frame landed on my crushed my rat's head. I want like
Stuart Little's brains went everywhere.
Life is hard. Hey, listen, life's a bitch, and then you die. That's why I get high, because you never know when you're gonna go. I think that was Freud. What? No, that was Freud.
I mean, that does sound like something Freud would say.
Smoke weed every day. Have you tried smoking weed and just not taking it so seriously
and watching cartoons?
Watch cartoons. Try to mentally revert yourself back to when you were most happy. Maybe that does something for you.
There was a really good one. I just can't find it.
You had like a public. You went through like the public questions. I didn't even look at those.
There was a couple good ones.
Do you do that on your stream or anything?
I do. Yeah. So on the stream, I do take questions.
That's good to plug right here.
I do stream on Twitch. I mean, yeah.
What's your name on Twitch? What's your? You read out the URL.
Dontony_Lamb.
Huh?
And it's also
on
Dontony_Lamb on Twitch.
Pornhub.
Now give us a whole URL.
Oh my God. Twitch.tv/Dontony_Lamb.
https://www.
There's also a YouTube page that actually has things uploading.
And it'll be linked down below.
Twitch.tv/DonTonyLamb.
Don't try to go to Justin TV. Justin TV's long over with.
It will be linked by Stolt, right?
There's also a YouTube.
Right there, and it'll be flashing.
And I'm actually uploading shit now on the YouTube.
Whoa, he's got a YouTube?
Flash the YouTube.
How many lives have you saved?
None.
You guys are goddamn.
Has there ever been a guy
How many of you attempted
your advice and you made it worse?
You attempted to save every single one, right? Every patient?
Sure.
Hypocritical.
He saved 0. This guy's a goddamn. He's a fucking criminal. He's worse than a serial killer. He's saving 0 people.
It's a neutral KD. Okay.
I thought you were asking about my YouTube. How many lives my YouTube saved?
No, I meant in therapy.
Oh.
As a therapist.
I mean, I've had suicidal clients that aren't suicidal anymore, and I guess you can count that as a life saved. I don't keep track of it though.
Oh, you don't?
Like I have
just no big deal. Just saved a life, whatever.
My kind of life saved is like you put the hand over the gun, they blast through your fucking palm, and you go, it doesn't matter. That hurt doesn't matter compared to what you could have gone through.
Do you think on like my therapist notebook I have like scratches for every life saved, like like the bust lock of a gun for every life you kill or something?
Badass. Like get like a tattoo, like tally marks, and it's not like you're killed. Oh, like instead of tears,
you get them on your ears.
Smile.
Oh, I was gonna say your ears just to listen to their problems.
No, your smile gets bigger and bigger because you're not crying. You're happy. You're making everyone happy.
Each millimeter is a
and you don't send their mothers flowers. You send them a chocolate or something.
I send them an invoice to pay me.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Your son's still here.
I called for a garbage service to come to my house, and 2 of the guys that hopped out of the truck to pick up the garbage stuff had tear tattoos. They had multiple, each of them.
They're just for sure.
And that was family of raccoons.
It was the most terrifying shit ever. They were like, lead me around to the back of your house where that garbage pile is.
A big wood chipper back there.
You walk down there and take a fucking left. I'll be inside with the doors locked.
Peeking through the blinds. Yeah.
Florida's a wild place.
Yeah.
We didn't get a hurricane
you could
update.
like have someone that like imagine a company where you're like, you have like teardrops right here. Yeah, I'm gonna hire you
Bozo.
and send you off to people's houses where they.
I used to be.
Dude, people need, people get second
jobs.
chances.
Don't
People
have
get
fucking jobs where you're alone with people, like clients and shit. That's weird.
In
be
broad
a
daylight.
Garbage
homeless.
man, where you don't have to
In the neighborhood.
like it's the same job, but you don't interact with people. Just the guy that picks up the garbage cans.
Is that not what you're describing
No,
right now?
I'm describing
that
a
was? You
service
said
that like
garbage man.
people come and like specifically get like a pile
what
of
kind
shit.
of trash are you
Yeah,
accumulating
what do you
in your
like,
backyard?
We got a
chemical waste.
refrigerator.
Bunch of dead
And
bodies
so we have, we have a big fucking fridge box. Like the garbage people aren't gonna take that.
Big fucking turn into a fort.
It's a
That's
cardboard
what
You
box.
cut
Are you
it
kidding
into
me?
smaller pieces and
Yeah,
then put
it's
it
a
in your
box.
recycling.
No. This thing's huge and it had like metal
the
bands
fucking
on it.
fridge that you get, dude. Get some
we've
bourgeoisie
been
4-door fridge.
Yeah,
Okay. So we had our kitchen remodel and everything comes in boxes. So we just had like oodles of cardboard and like pallets
Dude,
and stuff.
that's tinder for a fire right there.
It is, yeah. But I don't have a fireplace.
Oh well, you should work on a fire pit in the backyard. I mean, it's
That'd be
hot
pretty
as
cool.
fuck all the time,
Yeah.
huh?
I don't know what's better, calling a
Yeah,
company
right.
that'll
Fuck.
recycle a bunch of cardboard or just burning it.
making
Being
a
one of
fire.
those white trash people that just burn cardboard in their backyard.
Burning cardboard is not white trash. Burning trash is white trash.
We do that for you.
You know,
It's my
burning
family.
cardboard is like not a
Green.
weird thing.
It's got a great
That is
smell.
Green, you're saving the environment.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is it
No.
actually?
No,
But it's
you
not-
recycle
but-
that shit. I
but
send
ni-
it so I get more Amazon boxes
90%
made out of my old Amazon
listen,
boxes.
Don't quote me on this because I have no idea, but 90% of recycling, that's just to make you feel good. It's not actually
That's
They
doing
don't
what I-
actually do
honestly,
anything. Yeah.
That's what I
it's just-
believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it just made I feel like a better person.
I think I thought they just found out a way to charge me double for my waste services. They're like, we'll give them a different color trash can, but it
Yeah,
goes
it's
to
blue
the
now.
same place.
Dude, they fucked
I'm gonna
us.
give it rules.
They-
They, will
they
put rules on it. Yeah.
Stop picking up our recycling, and
Fucking
we
assholes.
don't know why. Like they hit every houses. We think our neighbor canceled theirs, and they think it was us. And we called them. We're like, "Dude, get our recycling." They just haven't. So now we just have to throw away our recycling. It feels like we still have a recycling bin in the garage. And then when it's full, we pour it in the dumpster. And just fucking for nothing. Like, we still separate it. I don't know why. Like, it's all just garbage now because the goddamn city won't take it. And I'm not going to drive to a recycling center to, feel a
Oh,
little
fuck that.
better.
And
Oh,
don't they make you pay for
I
that
have a
shit too?
hybrid
or no,
car.
is it
I'm
just
doing
garbage?
my part, okay? I'm fine.
You're better than most.
dude, I
man.
remember a hurricane came
When you're not
at the
violent.
house I grew up in. We were at like the top of a hill. Hurricane came, flooded the street. Our fucking trash can floated down the hill and just like rested in front of this other people's house, like 6 houses down. And they stole our trash can. They're like, a gift
kept
from
it?
the
Yeah.
heavens. And they just, all of a sudden, we noticed on trash day, they had a recycle bin and 2 trash cans. And
Did you
we,
steal it back?
well,
You would take it back? Yeah, just snatch it.
no, I didn't want. We didn't want to like go with. We
See.
went for like a week
You
and a
fucking
half.
cuckold.
A week and a half. We
You
just
grabbed it
went
back.
trash canless with it piling up because we had to find a good opportunity to steal it. In order to get our trash can back, we had to
Okay,
go
okay.
like deep into their carport. And like
And in Florida,
like-
they kill you for that.
Oh, dude, that guy could have shot me 27 times before I got to that trash can. So we had to wait until not only was it at the street, but it had been emptied and catch it before they got it. And you could tell there was some stank there, but we had already been getting into fights with this guy because he would come up every 4th of July. He would walk up the fucking hill with a parrot on his shoulder like a goddamn pirate. He had this big ass fucking parrot, and he would get all
What
up
the
in our
fuck?
faces. We're like less than 10 years old, and he'd be like, "You stop launching off these fireworks. They're scaring my bird." And the bird would just be sitting there just like fucking staring us down. Angry, meanest looking bird I've ever seen. Didn't look scared. This
fucking
was
eyes
the
out,
most
dude.
fearless bird. I think I could shoot a Roman candle at this thing. It wouldn't
I'm
budge.
seeing some parallels of my story last week of that woman brought her child out over. The child looked fine, and you were like, "You're the bad guy. I think you're scaring that bird." That bird's just trying to live, dude. That bird's
That
probably
is
been
the same, yeah.
It's probably 60 years old, and you're fucking shooting fireworks.
And if this bird's so fucking scared, why'd you march it out into the battlefield and straight to the source of its terror?
You get it when it's a bird. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But if you would have just equated it to birds and fireworks, I would have totally understood what you were talking about.
Like when a guy brings a parrot out for your fireworks. Oh.
You gotta put things in simple terms for me, dude.
In Florida terms.
Yeah.
It's like when a pirate brings this 40-year-old bird over.
To your fucking 4th of July firecracker party.
You're throwing poppets at
the
it
nerve
and shit.
to complain.
You don't give a fuck because you hate animals.
Good stuff. Cookies.
I killed my mouse, so I broke its fucking wings off.
Anyways, Don Tony, I think you fixed us all pretty good. Like we before you showed up here, we were just in shambles. I think the viewers were in shambles, but you fixed every one of us.
Nobody's gonna do anything crazy. Nobody's gonna do anything we regret. Everyone's pretty good now.
If you think you're on the edge, you just need to reel it back and keep it all together, like that Jonathan guy or Jacob that was whacking off 4 times a day.
Soldier,
be like Jacob.
the trooper.
Be strong. Jacob strong.
Yeah, be Jacob strong.
Jacob strong.
Yeah. And if not, maybe another 2 years from now we'll do this again. So
What would the big J do?
And I hope Jacob has an update by then.
Oh man,
guys, I'm up to 10 times a day, and it's
I'm
not,
10 times a week.
I'm watching weird shit, man. I don't like it.
The transcripts are now full-blown
to keep them
videos.
from doing it.
My mom found out about video technology. It's gotten very real. You guys told me what killing myself was, and now I can't help but consider it.
He's doing autoerotic asphyxiation, but like the rope is tied to the trigger of a gun. It's pointed at him. He's lowering himself like,
Oh wait, I just realized this can kill me. I gotta.
He's riding the edge. Yeah,
that is dark.
Yeah, what a cool guy though. I'm sure he's gonna make it.
You're gonna be mommy's little soldier forever.
Yeah, forever.
Well, this was episode
70.
So this is episode 70.
Yeah, Don Tony fixed us. Streamer. Great therapist. How horrific would that be if you're hovering on the edge of suicide and your therapist, the guy that's keeping you from killing yourself, he kills himself?
After hearing your story.
Like you're the situation that drove him over the edge.
Like
you're like, oh my god, like I've had a rough week, man. I've been thinking about ending it, and you go to have your therapy session, like his assistant's like, hey, I'm sorry. It's weird. Don Tony was looking at his schedule and he saw the next thing on it was your appointment.
He left
and he went and jumped out the window.
Suicide note.
Patient suicide specifically his name.
Dear Jacob.
Take care of yourselves out there.
Yeah.
No, but seriously,
mental
drink
health
water.
is no laughing matter, guys.
Lots of water. Make sure if you drink water, you'll never be depressed.
Drink water when you're
fact.
thirsty. Do push-ups sometimes.
Solid advice, yeah.
Sunlight
Chocolate.
is very important.
Sunning on your asshole.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of sunlight on your asshole every day.
What's with that perennial whatever? Isn't that what's called? It's like
the science term.
Yeah, there's like that.
The Latin
what's
phrase.
that? The taint skin.
Oh, that
Perineum.
the little balls.
Yeah, it's like
perineum
perineum sunning or something like that. Like a lot of people are getting suntans on their butthole and stuff.
Why?
They say it makes you
nicer.
healthier.
Hey, not to bring it back to the topic of penises, but Brian, someone like you, would you say your penis is the color of your normal skin, or is it much tanner?
Yeah. Like ethnically, what's your cock got going on there?
It's tanner.
For some reason, it's almost like my penis is the color I was when I was born, very tan, and then I've lost my tan
So you have
sitting in
the
a basement.
penis of a baby.
I
Is what
can
you're
only get
saying.
tanner.
Yeah,
That's
You have
was
a baby's
born-
penis.
I was actually born. Not a lot of people know
baby
this.
dick,
I was born with
My
a baby penis, which
Yeah.
I don't like to talk about a lot. but
My penis is very much like it was.
I don't want to say it's almost like it's got no
changed.
action and it's been a completely unchanged.
Yeah.
It's like it hasn't even seen the light of the day. It's very much exactly intact, like the Zoolander hand model in the glass case.
Is that a normal thing, having
what
your penis darker than the? Yeah, is that like a normal?
I have to assume because
I think so.
Unless I'm a freak, I just have to
No,
ask,
you're among freaks then, because my penis is slightly of darker shade.
Same.
Is it because of the? Is it because of the sunlight?
Yeah, my dick is out sunning all the time.
No,
yeah.
but that's why I'm.
No,
thankful.
it's like, does it do a horseshoe? Does it
no,
like,
that's the thing. Around it is pale
like-
now.
Or is it all the blood vessels?
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, but I am thankful for it
Wait,
because
there's a
it
bunch
would
of skin
freak me
bunched
out
up.
if my penis became not tan. Because then it's like, how do I, how
We
do I
should do
get it
penis
in some
bleaching.
sun?
Get it
Yeah.
pinker.
Oh,
and
no, I want to get it
Yeah.
even more tan.
Make it look like a little
I'm
fucking
gonna try
lab
penis
rat.
sunning in California.
I mean, as pale as
think
I
we all
am, I
should.
don't need a ghost dick. Like, I need my dick to be a little bit darker. I mean, look how pale I am. I can't have
Then
a ghost
doesn't the
dick.
contrast of
Yeah.
your upper thigh then shine even more with your darker penis?
You just can't win. Is that what you're saying?
Makes
I'm
it,
just asking for you
no,
guys.
makes it makes it look bigger because it's just like
it's a black
contrast,
penis.
yeah.
It's
like
a
an
dark penis.
obelisk.
Yeah.
It's like the Dark Tower, whatever. Yeah, not
Yes,
me.
that's the end.
yeah, no,
Yeah, no,
All right,
mine's
now that
actually-
we're done talking about cocks, we gotta get that in
Oh,
at
it's just
least
good to
once.
get that
Yeah, I
off
mean,
my
you gotta get
chest.
one last
Yeah,
cock
but
off, right?
if you guys, the audience, if you guys know of any astrology people, you
I
know,
mean, that'd be a good episode. That'd be
yeah,
good.
people that could give us some more concrete shit about our lives and how to help ourselves, other than fucking Don Tony
We would
here.
need to prepare exact minute you were born in what hospital. Trust
Yeah,
me,
they
they're
have to
gonna
know like
need
all
that.
the specific weird
longitude, latitude
Wait,
of
actually?
it, and
Yeah.
everything.
Plays a
Ooh,
factor.
or you could get like a psychic.
that actually
That might be
matters.
fun. Have you
Oh,
guys thought about getting like a
psychic
tarot
would be
reader?
sweet.
No,
Like a
I don't.
psychic?
I
That
don't.
would be sick. Yeah.
Wait, they're gonna read my mind? No, no.
yeah.
They're gonna tell you guys what I'm
They're gonna
saying.
open me up.
Sam.
They're gonna open me
It's
up.
bullshit. It's not real.
No, but what if they? No,
Yeah. It's
but
not
they're
real.
gonna. They're gonna tell.
He's
They're
scared.
gonna
He's
tell them what I'm
shivering.
thinking.
But there's a fraction. There's the smallest chance it might be real.
It's not real.
No,
What
there's
what if they are? Then they're gonna tell them that my penis is actually purple. I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
Yeah.
have been lying to fit in with you guys for a long time, and I am not willing to let any of this slip. All right.
I'm 36 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said it. Oh fuck! Get out of my
I mean,
head.
the kids are fake. They don't exist.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
never
they're
seen
not.
them.
They're
I've never
paid
seen them
actors.
on video. I've never seen them live.
Yeah,
They're
it's true. We've never seen him live.
They're fucking.
Bizzle got paid off, dude. Bizzle doesn't know.
You really did though get
Mr.
very
Bizzle.
uncomfortable very fast. That was kind of interesting.
What about his?
Yeah,
fake
Sam.
About the
ass
psychic.
kids?
I think
Yeah,
you're
about the
just not
psychic. Sam
interested
got
in
very
it.
uncomfortable very fast. That was
Well, it's because
interesting.
he had a bad experience. I'm sensing he had a bad experience with a psychic when he was younger.
Yeah, I feel a little bit of
Yeah.
disturbance.
Feeling your aura just shifted into darker tonage.
Yeah, I see some.
much like your
yeah.
penis, it's become darker than the rest of you. Something is amiss.
It's a darkened shift.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we end this?